Oh my. Right when I clicked onto the intermission screen, I heard thunder. The Raiden Shogun says hello, methinks. But hello everyone, good afternoon. If you are from this side of the world, of course, which is Asia. But hello everyone, it's me, your one true Khaleesi Miss V, and welcome back to my stream. So today, actually, I'm not even supposed to be live on Fridays. It's just that, last Wednesday, I wasn't really feeling well. When I was supposed to stream Persona, I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't sick. I was just like, you know that type of thing where you wake up and like you're not feeling your best. Yeah, that's basically how I was last Wednesday. And then yesterday, because I was feeling that type of way, I decided to just rest still. Just so like when the weekend rolls over, I would be feeling very energized, very ready to spend time with my friends and my family. Because of course, a weekend is the perfect time to catch up with all of these people whom you have not spent a lot of time with. So for those who are like me entering the weekend already, because the typical work hours for people ends in around 30-ish minutes. So, happy weekend, everyone who is about to enter their weekend. Also, hello, Forte. How are you today? How are you, my love? But yeah, so I'm live today. Right now / today because I wasn't able to go live the past 2 days, and like I also didn't want to like leave people hanging with regards to like why I am not active the past 2 days. But yeah, and also I don't know, I just got off like a series of client meetings. So, I really didn't want to waste this opportunity to, make use out of the face that I made today. Yeah. Hi, Newt. How are you today? Good afternoon. What is nasan? Grabe. Hey, I'm nice. I don't do that. Charot. Pero yeah, the past 2 days I just wasn't really feeling like up into like the vibes. So I wasn't really sick. It was just that type of thing wherein like I didn't feel like myself waking up, and like I never really want to go on stream whenever like I'm not being my 100% self, because I feel like the people who take their time to watch me whenever I'm live deserves my 100% or nothing at all. We do be like that because as an entertainer as a part of like this line of work, the gaming industry, the streaming industry, and even like in my other line of work, which is in the fashion industry, you always I guess I just conditioned myself to always give and be 100 or nothing at all. So that explains it. I'm awesome as always. I'm glad. Diba you also play all of my gachas? That's why you like some of my tweets with regards to my gachas. How have your polls been if you pulled? So yeah, that's basically what happened the past 2 days. But for today, actually, just to give you also an idea of what's been happening, I wasn't feeling so good the past 2 days. I wasn't even able to do my dailies. So like my commissions yesterday, I didn't do them. But I guess it's fine because, Ayaka's banner is extended, so we have a lot more time to farm. But also, I think the new event has rolled in for the people here in Asia. So I'm also gonna do that. But if you're from Asia, I do need assistance because if the box in my world is not what I need, please let me invade your world because I need Wits and Mora, those boxes. I'm not sure what, I think they're Cryo, Pyro, and something. I don't remember. If it's the same boxes as the old one, then I know it's Cryo, Pyro, and something. I play a lot of gacha games, but I do play Alchemy Stars. Newt, I'm actually pretty scared to start more because right now I play 3. I play Genshin, of course. I play Alchemy Stars and I play Tears of Themis. And I'm very intrigued to start like more. Like, I know a lot of people have been telling me that Honkai is pretty good, but it's also a nice change of pace from Genshin, even though they're both from Hoyoverse. But Oh, and also because like even though I mean I know to myself that I want to try Star Rail. Um but people have been telling me I would understand the situation more for Star Rail if I played Honkai. So I don't know. That's what's convincing me to try Honkai out. But let's see. I mean, I already have a lot on my plate, TBH, with those three. Like, what more if I add extra stuff? But also, like, I don't wanna add more places for me to spend. Oh my god, Genshin is like sucking my funds dry. And like, you know, a bit of Alchemy Stars as well. Because whenever we get characters that we want to pull for 100%, we have to swipe. You have 8? What gachas do you play? Like, what are the 8? Do you also play that Otome gacha, the new Carnival? Is that what it's called? New Carnival? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's New Carnival. Is it? Honkai is a big difference from Genshin. Yeah, I heard like it's not even like explore the world type of thing. Like it's not open world. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go here to farm for stuff now and oh, I randomly encounter mobs. I heard that the combat in Honkai is it's like your own, it enters its own arena type of thing. So it has, I think the proper term is it has encounters. Like, you know how there are other games that like when you're walking like chill, it's gonna bring you to like its own world, its own encounter type of thing where that's where the fights happen and stuff like that. I think that's how it goes, right? So yeah, there's that. I'm waiting for Star Rail even though it's Space Genshin. Is it really Space Genshin? Like is that really like a good way to describe Star Rail or Honkai in general? I mean, I heard that like the setting is space. But I'm not sure if it's like Genshin like. Because honestly, one of the main reasons, and I know I keep saying this every single time, but one of the main reasons why I keep playing Genshin, even though there's literally nothing else to do in game sometimes, it's because I just like the world that's been established. And like, for me, even though there's not any like quests for me to do or stuff like that, whenever I log into it, it just reminds me of how much well-developed the lore is and how much well-developed the world is. But like, it just keeps me entertained even though I don't always see that which is being developed. If that makes sense. So like, I hope that for the other games that I might be trying out in the future, which are also gachas, because I do know that like, gachas are notorious for not really being story-driven that much. And like, also from what I heard, Genshin is one of the few red herrings in the gacha scene wherein a story is very much taken into account and very well developed and stuff like that. So I don't know. Star Rail gives me that Star Ocean vibes. I don't play that. Oh, New Carnival, you don't? Why not? Why not? It's not, but you can see the characters are exactly like Genshin characters. Oh, I actually heard though that like some characters share like close similarities with one another. Like for example, Raiden. There's like this character in Honkai who I think is called Raiden Mei. Please correct me if I'm wrong if you play Honkai. And also like I think that's where the boss design of Raiden Shogun is based off of, like Raiden Mei. And honestly though, it's pretty inevitable that like these games will share similarities because I mean they are from the same dev and yeah, you know. So I guess I play Epic 7, Arc Knights, Alchemy Stars, FGO, JP, Dissidia, Disgaea, GBF, and FFBE. Oh, okay. I've been curious about Epic 7 because I see quite a lot of ads of Epic 7 everywhere. But like, Nate actually, who is one of my dear friends from the Final Fantasy XIV community, who I met through FF14, but like we established a pretty solid friendship thereafter. He is actually the main reason why I started playing gachas, specifically Genshin in the first place. And he told me that like Epic 7 isn't really that immersive. Please do enlighten me if that is not the case. But like, you know, I've always been the type of gamer who's like, even though I haven't finished something, I want to jump into the next one and like play everything at the same time. Just try to juggle every single game that I have, even though it's pretty difficult already. But like, you know, I mean, Genshin and like gachas, I don't think are games that have a finality or like will end in the near future. So like, maybe they're fine to like juggle together. Hi Ken! I was playing Dota and it brown. Really? Wait, what area are you in? Why do you have random surges of power outages? Yes, that's what's nice about Genshin. I should play more Genshin again. Yeah. Actually, recently, well, actually, I don't know where you stopped, like which part of the story you stopped in. But like recently, especially in the Inazuma arc and the post Inazuma arc, for me, that's where the story really got very, very interesting. But don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the Liyue story arc a lot as well. It's just that, I don't know, maybe there's really just something about Inazuma that I enjoyed. But yeah, like if I had to compare the story stuff that's been released per set of regions, I guess it's going to be Inazuma top tier, followed by Liyue and then Mondstadt. But then Mondstadt being the lowest is pretty understandable because it's literally the prologue and like them just testing waters. But yeah, everything in Inazuma, honestly, in terms of story, I really, really, really grew to love. So I feel like if you haven't done that, it's actually a nice opportunity for you to do that. But yeah, especially like the new Dainsleif quest. If you know who Dainsleif is. Elden Ring is taking too much of my attention. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if you saw my VOD, but I shared it on Facebook. And my Instagram, which if you have not followed, please do follow. I shared my VOD of my first boss fight, which is with Margit. Is that how you pronounce it? Margit, the Fell Omen. Girl. I don't know if I want to play Elden Ring again after that experience, but patting myself in the back that I managed to do that in my first stream and my first playthrough of that game. Like, I have to say, I was pretty impressed at myself that I didn't give up mid-stream or mid-first playthrough. But like now that it's well and done and over, do I want to go back and play Elden Ring again? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, my dear microphone. I don't know. Do I want to be that stressed again? I don't know. But I mean, Elden Ring is always just here if ever I do get the urge to play it. But if I do, that's going to be every Wednesday, because every Wednesday is my Anything Goes streaming day, wherein literally I will play anything that is not Genshin and that is not any type of MOBA. So if you're interested to see me play like RPG console games or like RPG PC games, please do check me out on Wednesdays. Like, subtle plug. But yeah, so I don't know. Marikina, now my PC is so hard to open because my freaking boot up system is dumb. Oh my gosh. Do you always get frequent power outages in Marikina? Or is it like so random that you didn't even anticipate it? Because like I remember before, before we had like rotations of power outages in the cities. I don't know if that's still a thing now. But we haven't really been affected by it for quite some time. So I think it's not happening anymore. But I don't know. I'm just speaking from my privileged bubble, as always. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm at the start of Inazuma after the date with Ayaka. Ah! I see. That's the one, that's like before pa your first fight with Raiden, right? Because that's the story quest of Ayaka and Yoimiya before you can proceed with the Archon quest, if I'm not mistaken. With regards to like the progression of quests. I just lost interest because of the X. What do you mean X? Who's the X? Oh, your X! Oh! Oh! The X is in your X. She plays it more than me now. I see. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, understandable, especially if like, you know, you spent a lot of time playing something together. It's pretty hard to come back to it because of course, memories attached, thoughts of people are attached. you open the game and all you can see is their face. You know, you click and play the character that you used to always play with that person, and all you see is like your hands holding each other while battling mobs of Hilichurls and Ruin Guards. I understand. Yes. I guess I understand. But you know, it's never too late to come back, especially since there are a lot of, you know, things that you can still play in the game right now and catch up on. If of course that's what you want to do. It's a good game. You should give it a try again. This is Epic 7. Actually, Nate stopped playing already with Epic 7. I think when I started Alchemy Stars, that was the time wherein I was like, okay, I'm investing too much of myself in Genshin. And that this was around the time that I just started streaming Genshin actually. So I asked Nate, I'm investing so much of my time and my life in Genshin. I don't want my entire gaming life to be just Genshin. So I asked Nate, like, what other games can you recommend to me? Because like, if people can brand me as the RPG girl, you all can brand Nate as the MMORPG person or like gacha person. Because like literally, his gaming life is defined by playing MMOs and gachas. Whereas me, I really love single player RPG stuff if I'm not, you know, playing with people, or like if I don't feel like playing with people. Like my go-to is honestly single player stuff. So I asked him, and at the time that was when he recommended Alchemy Stars because he was also playing Alchemy Stars. And then I asked, like, don't you also play that other gacha thing? Because I remember when I came back into Genshin, obviously when you re-download like a gacha on your phone, because I play Genshin. I started playing Genshin out on my phone before I downloaded it on my PC. So I re-downloaded Genshin because I did play, like I said, when it first came out. I made an account, deleted that one, or I didn't open that one. Then I made a new one around the time the first Zhongli and Child banner came out. That's when I made this account, and then I stopped, and then I came back very recently during the Huta rerun. So I re-downloaded it on my phone. And like, you know how like the internet world works, wherein if you download something, or like if you search something, it will literally always give you ads or like information about things of the like nature. So I got like ads of Epic 7. I got ads of like the new, if you guys don't know, there's like this Disney gacha. I forgot what it's called. Twisted something. Twisted whatever. And then New Carnival. And Themis. Yeah, I think those were the ones that I kept seeing. So I asked Nate, like, what games do you recommend? And then he recommended Alchemy Stars and Tears of Themis, because, you know, I'm very chill with the games that I play. Because one, Tears of Themis, it's not really hardcore. It's literally like you collecting cute boys, like cards of cute boys. And then Alchemy Stars is like something you can auto if you don't want to, like, devote so much time, energy, and effort into playing it. So I said, okay, perfect. But like, don't you also play Epic 7? Like, why not Epic 7? Because I've been seeing ads about it. And then he said he already reached the point wherein he feels like there's nothing left to do in Epic 7 anymore, so he stopped. So like, if I do play Epic 7, I won't be playing it with anyone anymore, and I'm gonna be sad and alone and depressed. And we don't want that. So yeah. O diba? Just to give you an explanation, ang haba ng narating ng chika ko. But yeah, that's basically what has happened. Nope, just now, and it's so timing. Aw. I'm so sorry to hear that, Ken. I hope your match in Dota is not a losing match yet. But if it is, good luck. Yeah, I'm at that part of the story. Yeah, you have a lot to cover pa if you still come back now. I hate using Venti and Child now. Oh no, are those the two characters that you use when you used to play with her? Does it make your heart ache? Charot. Yeah, honestly though, and also like, I guess to further show you that I can relate, I used to play League of Legends with my ex. Like, before, I remember whenever we didn't have school, we would both go to the nearest computer shop, either near our school or like near our village, because we kind of live together. We used to play a lot of League of Legends together, like a lot. And like I guess that's a reason which contributed to me wanting to get away from League of Legends like intensely before, just because like I had fond memories of using Lissandra with him. Specific. But yeah. So I completely understand you and having that like aversion. But I'm back with playing League of Legends after 6 years. 6 years, right? Yeah, I stopped 2016. Came back just now. So it's been 6 years since I played League of Legends like legit again. So, it's never too late. It's never too late. May tweet pa nga siya, Char. Pakita ko sa'yo, go lang friend, send mo sa akin. I would like to see it. I mean, we follow each other on Twitter anyway, so feel free to just DM it to me there. Play FF14 again. No reaction. Actually, though, Newt, on a serious note, I'm pretty okay with playing FF14 again. It's just that I learned to enjoy FF14 with friends. Yeah, yon, that's one. And in relation to that, my friends who played, because when I started playing FF14, I started playing it alone. Because, okay, so if you guys know Gigi, if you know Gigi Esguerra in real life, or if you know Gigi as Gigi Primrose, in game, Gigi is actually my IRL kabarkada. We've been friends since high school, like 4th year high school. We've been that close. And during the start of the pandemic, she actually recommended that I play FF14 because that's what she was spending a lot of her time in with her boyfriend, like her IRL boyfriend. So she recommended it to me. But even though she recommended it to me, we didn't really play together because at that time she was in a different data center. I think she was in Mana or Gaia. I think it was Gaia. And obviously I created a character in Elemental. So I played FF14 on my own. So literally most, if not all of the friends whom I played FF14 with are people whom I met in the game. And like thereafter established like and forged like strong friendships with. So special shout out to Nate, Bri, and Soon. If they can feel my essence right now. But yeah, like those are the people whom I really like enjoyed playing FF14 with. And then towards the tail end of our FF14 journey / career, or whatever you would want to call it, apart from things getting really sour in the game, like with our interactions with certain people and other people in the game, at least honestly to me it wasn't like direct like the sour experience, but like whenever you see something that you don't agree with, it's not an ideal position to stay there. That's basically my take on everything in life. Like even if I'm not the one who's directly being, let's say, affected by a certain situation or a way a certain person or a group of people are acting, I'm not that type of person who can just sit idly by and like let it happen, because my personal belief is like whenever I don't speak up or I don't take action in my own way, that's literally me being an enabler, and that's not me. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that I believe in. So when things started getting rough in FF towards the tail end of my FF career talaga, journey in FF, I guess is the best way to put it. I made a bold move, I guess, to go on my own for a bit. So I was still playing FF, but I decided to be on my own for a bit. But luckily enough, like my friends who I know are actual like genuine friends, because like we still ended up being friends after and like playing still together for a bit. I'm glad that they stayed with me. But then life does take over sometimes, most especially since the pandemic situation, the whole lockdown thing in the Philippines started easing up. So like everyone just got more busy as the days, the weeks progressed. So our time being able to play FF together dwindled and dwindled and dwindled to a point wherein like not everyone can devote time for it anymore. So, what we all decided to do was, because at that time we were progging Savage. Hala, nagchichika na talaga ako ng experience ko. But at that time we were progging Savage and we reached P3S. So we were progging P3S. I think we reached the part where if you play FF14, you probably know this mechanic. It's the healer mechanic where the healers like go around and like, diba, your light parties. Tapos your tank and your 2 DPS, they're gonna catch a chain or whatever. Basta yung iikot yung mga healers. Tapos may ikakatch yung mga... Yun, that's where we reached. So that was the point wherein we were like, we can't devote so much time into it, and so like we just decided to stop. And true enough, like for me, even though I was able to learn how to manage my time better, because obviously then, from literally zero interaction with people, because you know I work in the fashion industry, so like my work, it involves people. So in a lockdown situation, wala talaga, as in there's nothing we can do about it. But like when the world started opening up, it was literally from 0, it became 100. So my schedule at the time when the world started opening up drastically shifted. So I couldn't really manage it. But like now, like eventually, you know, things started getting better and I learned to manage my time better. When I got more free to play FF again, and I tried it actually, like I went online and like for a bit before my sub expired, because my sub just recently expired last May 4, I think. So my sub just recently expired. But prior to that, I logged in for a bit just to see the situation and everything. But like, when you've been playing a game with like friends 24/7 and then you log into it like not being with them, it just feels different. I don't know. It like it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel as enjoyable. And like even if let's say I'm still willing to play like the stuff that I am accustomed to playing whenever I play F. Like for example, when I want to finish the Savage raids, or even if I want to try the new ultimate, because there is a new ultimate raid out for those who play FF14 or for those who play MMOs in general and want to try that out. There's a new ultimate that recently released. And even if like let's say I'm interested to try it out, for me it won't feel the same if I'm not progging it or playing it with my friends whom I've always done it with. Does that make sense? So I guess that honestly is a big factor as to why I'm not playing FF yet. And I don't want to say why I'm not playing FF period, because I do not want to like end things permanently. Because I feel like, you know, how long have I been playing FF? I started playing FF 2019. I think. No, 2020. I started playing FF 2020 on around my birthday. So on like, and then I stopped last Feb, like this Feb. So I've been playing for a year, like a year-ish, like more than a year. So you know that's still a lot of time invested and a lot of time spending, like every day of my life in the game and meeting people, establishing friendships with them. So you know it's a very hard thing to let go of as well. But at the same time, I don't know, it's just very nostalgic playing FF with friends. And if I don't play it with friends, it just doesn't feel like the same game that I've experienced and devoted more than a year of my life with. I guess that's basically it. And it's difficult because I know that like there are still some people who became my friends who are still playing, but are already in a different you know, different world, different experience, because you know they've moved on with the game. Whereas I stopped at a certain point, you know what I mean, and then moved on elsewhere. So like they're in a different place where they are in the game. All of these new people, all of these new experiences, and like I feel like if I expect these same people to still be there for me, who have moved on with the game, I feel like I don't know, it's just not a nice feeling. To like, it feels like I'm just forcibly inserting myself in something that I'm not a part of anymore. It's something like that. I don't know, it's just hard to explain. But yeah, long story short, I do feel like I'm willing to still play FF14 and come back to it in the event that my friends who left with me are also willing to jump back into it and play it again. Because I mean, FF14 is a fun game. Let's be real, it's a fun game, it's a nice experience. I met a lot of people. It's the first time that I tried raiding, TBH, in a video game. It's the first time I tried raiding. And I successfully cleared a savage floor before Echo with my own static filled with newbies. And I was the raid lead. Can you imagine that? It's my first savage ever. I cleared the 3 ultimates released at the time. Got every single weapon from those ultimates as well. So like personally speaking, I don't feel like I missed out on anything during my journey because I did manage to achieve everything that I wanted to at the time, and I feel like coming back is just the cherry on top. Like I don't feel like I have to come back because I didn't do anything that I skipped on before. It's really more of like that. Parang that's the whole situation. Maybe why I'm also not super like ecstatic about jumping back into FF14. But yeah. But like I said, I haven't deleted it. I actually just updated it because I attended Gigi's wedding like last week. In game. So yeah, I mean it's I don't want to close doors. But right now it's no, not to change that. I don't want to lock closed doors. There, that's the best way to put it. The door is closed but it's not locked. So there. Sabi ko sinabi, diba? Stress me. You made me vent. Horrible. Oh no, the game I was referring to playing with Nato's Elden Ring. The problem with that kasi Newt is, I play Elden Ring on the PS5. Yeah, I play Elden Ring on the PS5. So like I don't think Elden Ring is crossplay. So there's that. I'm pretty sure it's done and I'm afraid I'll be on low prio matches. Trust me, low prio matches. I know, actually I've already experienced being in low prio in Dota before. It's horrible. Especially since like people in low prio are either experienced like a very sad instance like you wherein, you know, nawalan lang ng electricity and you got disconnected. But there are also some people who have always had weird internet connections but still push playing. So like they consistently get disconnected and you know, it's never a good sign. Or they're like not good players and they're very toxic to a point wherein people report them, right? So like when you're in low prio and you just experienced an unfortunate fate of being disconnected for a couple of minutes and then the match ended and you're in low prio, the people you get to play with or match with are either people with horrible internet connections and they keep getting disconnected where you lose one member at least, or players who don't play well and are just excessively toxic and ruin the entire experience for you. So it's not a nice feeling to be in low prio. So I understand you. I understand. Yeah, I'm sorry. No problem. I mean, honestly, I feel like some people have been curious about it because I remember there was this one time. There was this one time I was talking with a friend and for some reason it reached the point where we were talking about FF14 and like it brought back a lot of the negative feelings. So I was really up in my feelings at that time and I just like went on an entire Twitter rant. So I'm not sure if people saw that. I went on an entire Twitter rant about like my feelings, like, and those were like the raw genuine emotions that I had before, which honestly right now I've already like dealt with. They're all buried in the hatch. But at the time, like at the height of me like experiencing the shit that I did in FF14, those were like really what I felt about the situation. So, and I'm sure that people who saw that were pretty curious about what the heck am I talking about, or like what am I saying. So I understand, and I guess I hope that for people who are seeing this got the explanation that they've been waiting for or like wishing to hear after seeing all of that. But yeah, I mean, of course, at this point in my life, and even then, like, I've never really been the type of person to speak ill about people. I may have my feelings about certain things or like certain situations that occurred, but one thing for sure is that, and I can testify to this 100% without even lying about it. If I don't like you or if I don't like anything that you did, I will never be the type of person to like literally go off and tell people how shitty of a person you are. or like how shitty of like an institution you are. Like, no, I will leave that to people for them to judge your character and or whatever, like your group's character or whatever. Because like for me, what I feel and what I feel about you, or like what I felt at that point, is valid, and like that's just on me, and I will never influence people's views on you. So if people like you, that's on them. I will never ruin your name. I will never speak ill about you, especially since I do have a platform. I will never do that because I don't want people who are a part of my community to be like those people as well. Like, I don't want anyone who watch and support me to go out and ruin people's reputations. I don't want people to be, speaking ill about other people, even if like these people wronged you, or like if they wronged people around you. I always want to advocate for people who watch me and support me in my community to always try to be the better person. Yes, you may feel negative feelings, and that's completely normal and valid as a human being. But like at the end of the day, it's always what you do with your feelings, diba? Parang you can go on an entire Twitter tirade, releasing every single thing, while not name dropping people, and that's fine because you feel it. You just have to let it out. But like, it's still not tarnishing someone if it's about a person. It's still not tarnishing something if it's about a specific thing, diba? Because for me, if you really don't like something or someone, the best course of action is to address it directly to that person or to that thing, that entity, whatever it may be. And if they don't listen to you, it does not reflect you as a person. It reflects their character as people who, are not good people because they can't learn to accept their mistakes and understand that they did something wrong. And that's on them. I'm assuming I know bits of the reason. Honestly though, I'm sure some people, especially those who are very, very prominent in the raiding scene or in the PH FF14 community, I'm sure a lot of people know a bit about it because word gets around. But then of course I don't want it. I don't if I'm going to say if I'm going to say something negative about something or someone, I won't do it to people who aren't involved. I think ganon, that's like the best way to do it. So parang if you hear it elsewhere, whatever, I don't mind because honestly I don't really care because if people talk about it to other people who aren't involved, that's not on me because I didn't do that. Ayun. I sent you one of her recent tweets my sister sent me. This was 3 months ago. Oh my god, wait, let me check. Wait, where did you send it? Did you send it to my streaming Twitter? Or to my IRL Twitter? Or saan ko ba sinend? Confusion. I'm like that too if ever... See, if you have something to say, just say it to her face. Exactly. Actually, Newt, I did hear about that. Yung kay, diba? But more so, actually, I asked Dre about it because I was a concerned friend. Hindi naman ako nagtanong kasi gusto ko ng chika. Yeah. Usually when I ask people like, "Oy, I see you tweeting about something. Are you okay?" It's really more of like me wanting to know if you want to talk or like, because sometimes what people need is just someone to listen. So that's how I asked, and then he filled me in on all of the details, and then I saw like people tweeting na about so I was like, oh, diba? I picked up on it already. But I completely agree. If you have something to say to me, just say it to my face. Like, diba? Parang, kasi at least, I don't know, my belief for that kasi, it's not even for me to have a chance to defend myself. It's more of for me to know if you're like strong enough to confront me. Because I don't know, my belief is like for people who are able to tell someone their issues, it means one, they feel a certain type of way because they care about you, obviously. Because they feel that you're doing or saying something that they don't agree with and want you to change about yourself. So for me, that's a good sign. And two, also, if they can do that, that means like, they genuinely feel something negative. Like, it's not something na parang eme-eme lang na gusto ko lang ng chika and drama. Like, no, I acknowledge that my feelings about you are negative and that they are valid. And I want to tell you about it, di ba? And I want you to know and understand what I'm feeling. Because for people who can't confront people directly, na parang, oh, I don't like you because like this, like that, whatever. But like, they're so ballsy about telling other people how they don't like you in a certain type of way. For me, those people are people who, ano ba, they're people who know that what they're saying to people may not be true. And they just want to spark issue and controversy, which for me is not good in any way, shape, or form that you look at it, diba? Parang, so for people who can't do that, like, I have no intentions of maintaining any relationship with you if we do even have a relationship to begin with. But thank you for giving me clout, because I know that if you do all of that, and I know it to myself it's not true, then I'm living in your head rent-free, and that's always a bonus to me. On a lighter note, how's Wanda's new movie? Actually, Forte, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. So, on my stream on Sunday, because, you know, I do stream on Sundays, like random time, random games, random everything. I would love to talk about it for people who want to talk about it. So, if you're here, let's talk about it. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness tomorrow. Just to let everyone know. So, no spoilers, please. But, fun fact kasi, whenever it's a comic book related movie, I have to say, whether it's DC or Marvel or any of the indies that I am familiar with, I have to say that my expectations are always at an 11. One, because I love seeing, like, you know, very visually appealing movies. That's one. And number two, if you don't know me, I started my whole geek identity with collecting comic books. I am a gigantic, huge-ass comic book fan. To a point wherein I collect comic books. And I started, I think, around the age of 4 or 5. When I was collecting comic books with my brother. We were collecting X-Men. And I still have a few of the copies, actually, in boxes here. But, from then until now, I've been collecting comic books ever since. And actually, for Scarlet Witch specifically, because Scarlet Witch is my favorite Avenger, even before the MCU was introduced to, like, you know, the people. Scarlet Witch is my favorite Avenger. So, like, whenever it's, like, Scarlet Witch related, girl, as in, I will go crazy and go ham and, like, geek out to anyone who brings it up and opens a conversation. Because I am one of, I mean, I don't want to say I'm the biggest, but I'm willing to say I'm one of the biggest Scarlet Witch fans. Because I read her comics, like every single comic book that have been released ever since then. I've most likely read it. If I haven't read it, that means it's not nice and it's not popular in the masses. But yeah, so going back, literally every single comic book movie, I go in with an expectation of 11 out of 10. And I know that that's not always a good sign because, of course, if I end up being disappointed, that's on me. But at the same time, I do that because I like sharing my thoughts about the things I'm passionate about on my social media. So if you follow me on my Instagram, if you know, shameless plug. If you follow me on my Instagram, you probably saw how I poured out all of my thoughts after watching the most recent Batman movie. Because like I said, I watch all comic book movies, be it Marvel or DC or any indie like maker that I support and follow. So I release a lot of my thoughts about it, both from a comic book supporter, like the comic book lover that I am, because I read the comic book. So like I pick up on references here and there, Easter eggs, etc., and I let people know about it. And also as like, you know, taking myself out from that comic book box and like just appreciating a movie as a typical moviegoer. So like I always like let people know of my thoughts from both angles, just so it can widen the perspective of people who watch these certain movies. But yeah, I mean that's honestly why I walk up with an expectation as high as that, because I'm very passionate about these things and I want to share my passion with people. Like, it's not even like I'm not the type of person who gatekeeps shit that I'm passionate about just because I want it to be my own thing. It's really more of like, I do it like I'm very vocal about it because I want to share it with everyone in my sphere. And I want people to learn something new, even if it's not super important in their lives. It's just something they're interested in. Like, you know, comic book movies. It's not really something that, like, if you don't know about it, you will die. But, like, for people who are interested in watching these movies, like, I know that some of them also want to have a deeper understanding of what's going on. And I feel like for people like me who are very open and willing to share a different angle to what they've witnessed, because, like, you know, we do know the context and, like, the source material, and, like, we're willing to share it with people, I think that opens up a lot of people's mindsets about certain things. Fun fact also, back when WandaVision was like being released every single week, I did talk about that quite a bit after each of my streams per week, just to inform people of, like, Easter eggs that I witnessed and, like, how it's potentially related to, like, previous Marvel movies or future Marvel movies. I'm very much that type of geek. Like, I geek out about every little single thing that I love. So if you like that, you know, my stream is always open for those discussions. And if you want a more, like, real-time thing going on, feel free to follow me on my Instagram, because that is honestly where I will be posting all of my thoughts after watching the movie, because I will be watching it tomorrow at 2 to 4 p.m. GMT plus 8. Well, 2 p.m. I don't know if it's really until 4. They said it's until 4, but, like, it starts at 2. That's what matters. GMT plus 8. So, yeah. Yes, go watch it. I'm excited! I love that. I mean, the new Batman movie. Yes, I actually really enjoyed the Batman movie. A lot of people didn't. And I respect that, you know, if they didn't enjoy it. But for me personally, I enjoyed it. Especially because I was pleasantly surprised that Robert Pattinson was actually pretty good as Batman. Like, his Bruce Wayne needs quite a bit of work, but him as Batman is pretty good, I have to say. It's not right. It's not your. I guess it's incomparable to, like, your previous Batmans, because, you know, each actor has their own take on a character that they're playing. But for me, Robert Pattinson's take on Batman is pretty good. It's pretty good. He was a good Batman, but needs work on his Bruce Wayne. But maybe also because it's pretty difficult to grasp the direction they were going for. Because from what I heard, the creative team of the most recent Batman movie wanted to make this Bruce Wayne be in his emo era. Like, very grunge and punk rock. So for me, that's a new concept also to grasp and digest. I guess maybe that's why I don't enjoy it as much, but I don't know. Either way though, I feel like it still needs a bit of work. Because for me, creatively speaking, whenever you're gonna try to rework a character, you still should have some nuances that make the character recognizable. Because when you think of Bruce Wayne, you think of, like, this billionaire, playboy, philanthropist person. It's Iron Man in DC. So, you know, if you completely twist who Bruce Wayne is, the people who know and love Bruce Wayne as Bruce Wayne and are familiar with him will literally not even recognize who this person is, and that's not really a good thing. You know, like, at least make the iconic parts of Bruce Wayne there, like, present, and then try to manipulate it. Because for me, you can always have this very put-together billionaire person when he's in front of people, and then insert your entire, like, you know, grunge punk rock thing behind the scenes. Because, you know, Bruce Wayne is a very, very, very nuanced character, especially if you read all of his comic book arcs in the different timelines. So yeah, I mean, exploring that could be done a bit better, or, like, tweaked a bit more. I told my sister I hope the sequel he puts on. Yes, I agree. And honestly, I think, just to compare it a bit, My personal belief in the series of Batman movies and Batman actors that I've watched, for me, Robert Pattinson is one of, if not the best Batman, while Ben Affleck is one of, if not the best Bruce Waynes. And I feel like the creative team behind each movie knows that with how much scenes they put in. Because if you look at this Batman, it had very limited Bruce Wayne scenes. So I'm sure they know that Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is not good. Well, at the same time, if you look at Ben Affleck in the DC movies that he was a part of, because we all know he doesn't have a Batman movie on his own. He has way more Bruce Wayne scenes compared to him being Batman. Because I think the creative team knows he wasn't a good Batman. Diba? But hi, child. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I got you right here. How are you today, my love? Yeah, but you can see on the last bits of the movie, he realizes he needs to be different na. Actually, yeah, I agree. And I'm pretty excited to see where they're gonna go from here. Because, so far, they've introduced 4 actually. They've introduced 4 of Batman's, like, enemies so far. So he still has quite a lot of people to go through. It's just that I'm actually very intrigued to know what they're going to do with Harley. Because up until now, the Harley that we've come to know, of course, is still very present and prominent. And I don't know if they're gonna recast her, or I don't know if they're just gonna integrate her. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe this is the part where they tried to do Flashpoint already. We're in like, oh, that's a new Batman now. Know what I mean? Like, we're gonna try to get all of the best bits from the old DC and the new DC. So let's see. Diba? That's what I'm intrigued and curious to see, like how they're gonna go with this moving forward. Because a lot of people had great reviews of the Joker, like the Joker movie, diba? And that's not Robert Pattinson's Batman. And also in Robert Pattinson's Batman, a new Joker was introduced, diba? It's not Joaquin Phoenix. So I don't know what they're gonna do with it. Maybe that's how they're gonna try to integrate the like DC's own multiverse thing with Flashpoint. But here's the clincher, because there has been a recent controversy with Ezra Miller. And Ezra Miller is the current DC Universe's The Flash. So how will you have Flashpoint, which is the introduction to the multiverse or the infinite Earths in DC, without the Flash? So I don't know what they're gonna do with it, TBH. Yeah, his Bruce was good, though he's still my 4th Batman. Yes, I agree. I think the best Batman, the best people who played Batman are actually the most recent ones. I feel. I think Clooney was the best Bruce Wayne, but bad Batman movie. Yes. Wait, George Clooney was the one with Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, right? Right? That was him? Or was George Clooney the one with Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy? Because I know those were 2 different people. Doing great. I got Ayaka yesterday at 46 pity and 150-50. Oh my god! Congratulations! I'm so happy for you. But I mean, if you want Mist Splitter still, or if you want to get more constellations, you have the rest of the year to do so. I'm just kidding. They did alter the end date, by the way, of the Heron's Court banner, if you guys have not seen it yet. Because, I mean, yesterday it said 240 days remaining, but they actually edited it to have it say before patch 2.6 ends. So maybe we have until around early June, maybe even July, if, you know, all things don't go as well or not go as planned. You have a long time before then. I heard Harley Quinn and suddenly my eyes are wide open. Well, I think what's her name again? I keep forgetting her name. But the actress of Harley Quinn. The actress of Harley Quinn. Oh my god, I hate myself. I keep forgetting her name. But honestly though, she does a very, very good Harley Quinn. She does a very, very good Harley Quinn. But like I said, I don't know because like one thing that I don't like about DC is like they love retconning their characters over and over and over and over again to a point wherein there's no stability. Because like if you compare Marvel and DC, one thing that I have to give like kudos to Marvel is like they really, really try to maintain their actors. Like they don't like retconning unless like it's a new phase in that saga. Like for example with Bruce Banner, diba? Si the Hulk. It was a different actor before, like with the solo Hulk movie. But the retcon worked because that even though, like, you know, timeline-wise, that Hulk movie is still part of this MCU thing. But like if you think about it, it's a different, like it can already be treated as a different franchise because of like, you know, the whole Kevin Feige takeover thing. So yeah. There, Margot Robbie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I personally think Margot Robbie is a good Harley Quinn. It's just that I don't know what they're gonna do moving forward. Like, are they gonna retain Margot Robbie? Are they gonna change her? Diba? Because like they just like updating their roster of characters over and over and there's like literally no more consistency. So, I don't know. The nipple Batman and Robin. Ah, so the one with Uma Thurman. Okay. I agree. I actually did like Uma Thurman in that movie also. But from what I heard, that movie actually didn't get positive reviews. I don't know, maybe it's just me liking the female characters. I also really loved Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. And honestly, I heard there were plans of her having a solo Catwoman movie, but the sales of the Michael Keaton movie just wasn't good enough, which is why they didn't pick it up. But I loved Uma Thurman as Ivy, and I loved Michelle Pfeiffer as Selena. Amenoma Supremacy. Oh! Wait! Diba there's a different, like, build with Amenoma and, like, different stat allocations, which I actually don't know about, with Amenoma. But Amenoma's, like, stat is attack percent? Right? Is that right? Vis Ayaka Constellation incoming. I can't. I promised myself I would be saving. Because, you know, I don't know. I might feel the urge to pull for a rerun in the future. Or who's to say, diba, na the first character they have us pull for pala bigla is like the Archon, the Dendro Archon. Anong plano? Single pull. Okay, I will do a single pull for you when I switch over to the game scene. I need a solid Fantastic Four though, I agree. You know, for me talaga, my god. Fantastic Four is one of the most iconic, like, institutions in the entirety of the Marvel world. Like, grabe talaga. And then, like, the way that the old Marvel, of course, I can't hold the current Marvel accountable because it's an entirely different thing now. But, like, the way the old Marvel studios handled Fantastic Four in both their iterations was absolute dog shit. Like, how the hell can you fuck up the first family over and over again? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not that complicated. TBH, it's not that complicated. And I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Girl, I do not get it. My god. And like, it's so horrible for me. Because if you guys don't read the comics, I guess I will just let you know. Fantastic Four actually had a very, very, very big role in the Civil War story. It's very big because I mean, X-Men is pretty big also, but like it's expected they will be divided because they're a big group, diba? But Fantastic Four kasi, it's very felt whenever they go divided because they're just four people. So, in the Civil War story arc, they had a big role because Reed Richards, which is Mr. Fantastic, sided with Iron Man, who is his first in command actually. Like, Iron Man was the boss, and then Mr. Fantastic was the first in command. So like, and then Sue Storm, which is Invisible Woman, chose to side with Captain America. Diba? So parang reading it in the comics, it's amazing because like literally that was their first, I think, instance of them actually not being together. Like them being on opposite ends. And like Fantastic Four kasi is very notorious for always valuing a family dynamic because that's literally why they're called the first family, because they are a family. Like, you know, Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman are actually married. If people don't know that, they are actually married and they are actually a family. And they've always been known to always go together. But like I think that was the first, if not one of the first instances wherein they didn't agree on the same thing. And Civil War also, in the comics, is one of the first, not really the first, one of the few instances wherein Invisible Woman's strength and power was showcased and highlighted. Because if you guys don't know, because I think in Civil War it wasn't that exposed, but like Thor decided to side with the Registration Act, the Superhuman Registration Act. So that's with Iron Man. And then there was this battle in the Civil War comics wherein Thor was supposed to strike Captain America's team with a gigantic thunderbolt. As in, chuchugiin niya na Zai. Like he was about to kill Captain America's people. And then Sue Storm, when she finally decided to choose a side, which is Captain America's side, she appeared and erected this gigantic force field that stopped and disintegrated the thunderbolt that Thor made. And girl, that is not an easy feat, because how the hell can you stop a thunderbolt created by Thor, who is literally a god, with your own force field? That's like close to impossible, but that's what she did. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the instances that showcased like Invisible Woman's true power. And that's why I felt kind of cheated that the Fantastic Four was not integrated into Civil War. As in, grabe talaga. Like, shocking. But what can I do? It's done. I'm not pulling anything on the weapon banner, so if I'm gonna use an F2P weapon, then I'll use it. I support this movement because the weapon banner is literally a mistake. Chris Evans as Human Torch is one of my gay awakenings. TBH Forte. My number one actor celebrity crush until now is actually Chris Evans, and it started all the way in Fantastic Four. Even though he was bald, he was my major crush. There's a reason why they were called the first family, exactly. I hope they don't flop the F4 movie. I hate it also that MCU made people think Iron Man was the smartest person alive. Exactly, when people don't know the concept of the think tank, which is like groups of multiple people with their specialties coming together and thinking of solutions to solve the world. My god, like, Iron Man is smart, but he's not the smartest person in the world because there are things he doesn't know that Professor X knows. There are things that he doesn't know which Reed Richards knows. You know, there are certain things he doesn't know which Hank Pym knows. So like, he's smart, but he's not the smartest, girl. He's smart, but he doesn't know everything. I'm just saying. I love Robert Downey Jr. As in, he has my heart. He is an amazing Iron Man. But girl, he is not the smartest character in the entire MCU. Not MCU. Marvel world. There. I don't want to say MCU because right now he actually is the smartest person in the MCU because there's no one else. Diba? There's no one else. But like in Marvel, girl, he's not the smartest. What you talking about? I dig comics. This is interesting. Forte, I love comics. Feel free to ask me anything comic book related. I will tell you if I know it. New York won't be New York without the first family. Exactly. Oh my god. I found a kindred spirit. Charot. I would now love a just chatting stream of you discussing the Marvel comic universe. Damn, magde-dailies pa ako ng Genshin. Actually, you know, I'm an hour into my stream and I haven't even done Genshin yet. This is horrible. But maybe I might do a just chatting stream one of these days. Maybe like I'll do a mukbang just chatting stream like one of these Sundays. Yeah, I probably should do that soon. Plus, it's a shame to not have Doctor Doom in MCU. Yes! Oh my god. If you're not a comic book fan, but you play video games, there is a high chance that you actually encountered a game called Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And if you have not played it, or if you have not encountered it, then shame on you because you missed out on one of the best crossover games ever on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360. Shame on you. Charot. But that's actually one of my favorite games ever, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And Doctor Doom, without Doctor Doom, that game would not be possible. Because without Doctor Doom, there is no, like, Masters of Evil, which I still hope and believe that they should adapt into the movie world, TBH. But, well, we don't have a Doctor Doom, so, well. Any dream casting for Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom? That's hard. That's very hard. Well, I forgot the name of that actress, but ano movie niya? Do you guys know the actress dun sa yung sequel of Snow White and the Huntsman? Yung Ice Queen sa Snow White and the Huntsman. Do you guys know who that girl is? I forgot her name, but like her face is stamped in my head. The Emily Blunt. I like her. Jessica Chastain also, I think she would be pretty good as Susan Storm. A bold move that they could make, and I would honestly love, is Charlize Theron. Because one of my favorite actresses in the industry is Charlize Theron because of her acting skill. As in, grabe. I don't know, this is just me being a Charlize Theron simp because I love her, but like it would be a bold move if they make Charlize Theron Susan Storm. Diba? Amazing. For Reed Richards kasi, TBH, I liked the old Reed naman, kahit papano. But maybe Emily Blunt's husband is pretty good, I guess. And that would also introduce the dynamic already of them being a couple. Diba? Parang na may issue. For Johnny though, I don't know. Because so far I haven't seen people who can capture Johnny Storm's quirks. Kasi Johnny Storm isn't just Johnny Storm isn't just, I don't know. He's not just mischievous because he also has this nuance of he's very caring about Sue and protective. Na parang I can't think of an actor at the top of my head who can manifest that to the best of his potential. I don't know. It's weird. Ayun, I don't know. Okay, wait lang, bakit ako? Let me just read all of your comments and then I will start Genshin. Girl, it's an hour and 16 minutes. I haven't done anything in Genshin yet. But Reed isn't the smartest now. Sag. Ay, wait lang. Yes, Chris Evans talaga ako ever since 40. As in, Chris Evans is... I don't care how old he is. I would still want to marry him. Charot. Yes, actually, 40. Tsaka in What's Your Number? O, diba? I supported Chris Evans even though he was doing rom-coms. Reed isn't the smartest now. Don't spoil me, but is this... Okay, kasi in the comics, I don't know in the MCU. Pero in the comics kasi, they have a child, diba? And he's a mutant, and he's really smart. Si Franklin. Franklin ba yung name nun? I don't know if that's the one you're referring to. F4 Spidey and Captain America, one of the few ones I collect and actively read. Oh, that's so nice. Ako, Scarlet Witch, X-Men, Catwoman. Before, when it was still a thing, Gotham City Sirens. If you're not familiar with Gotham City Sirens, that's when Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn grouped up to be like this anti-hero team. So that ran for a bit. I read Batman sometimes, but what the Batman comics that I read were the prominent ones. So year 1, year 2, of course. Yon. Recently I'm starting to collect Son of Kal-El, which is the gay son of Superman. Because I'm interested, diba? I also read a bit of Young Avengers. So that's the one with Scarlet Witch's children, of course. See Wiccan and Speed. And then it also has America Chavez. Also has Iron Patriot. Yon, I read that. I mean, recently I've read that. I also read a bit of the new Captain Marvel. Yon, I have a lot, TBH. I love reading comics. We should stop. Yes, we should stop. Also, up and coming unknown actors for the casting. That I agree. I think it's time that I audition for Susan Storm. Charot. In the comics, he's not the smartest one na. It's a little girl. Oh, okay. I should catch up in the comics. I know the Sirens. DC Comics is one of my first one, and Robin. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I also read pala the latest Wonder Woman and Batwoman. So if you guys don't know, Batwoman and Batgirl are two different people. Batwoman is a lesbian and not at all related to Batman. Ayun. But yeah, either this Sunday or next Sunday, I will have a Just Chatting stream of Just Marvel. And we can geek out about Multiverse of Madness. We will do that. Okay. IDK where to start in comics but seems interesting. For me, Forte, think of it as... Ano ba? Think of it as a game. Pick a character that you're very interested and invested in. And then search online the best or the highest rated storyline. Because what's weird about comics is it's not one gigantic continuity, unlike, let's say, a saga in a novel. The comic book world kasi, it keeps getting retconned and changed as time goes on. Because of course, they have to be fresh and change up stories every now and then. So like for example, there have been multiple iterations and retcons already of stories of Iceman. Ayun, for example, for Iceman. Different stories of Iceman already. Different stories of X-Men, of course. Different stories of the Justice League. Different stories of Wonder Woman. So what I suggest is, you pick a character that you're very interested in muna. And then search online one story. Start with one story that is very, like, highly rated. Because not all of their stories are good. I have to say. I mean, it's like anything. It's a hit or miss. Before I had to explain Star Wars stuff, I love Star Wars as well. Oh my god. Belated May the 4th be with you, by the way, to everyone if you are a Star Wars fan. The storylines confuse me, so I never know where to start or what to read. Yeah, pick one. Or like, you know, it's always not a bad idea to drop by your local bookstore. Fully booked, national, even power books. Then just sift through what they have available. Diba? Because sometimes if you look for a story and then it's the best one, but then you have no way of accessing it, how can you read it, right? So I guess the next best thing, or the simplest way, is just to drop by your closest bookstore and then sift through what they have available. If you see the name or the title of the character that you are interested in, pick that up and then you can start from there. Just make sure that if you're going to do that, it's the first, or it contains the first issue of the saga, huh? Because sometimes, like let's say, the latest Wonder Woman, because some books right now, graphic novels, they do compilations. And Obviously, they can't compile literally the entire story arc of a new character in one book. So they have like number 1 compilation, number 2, number 3. So make sure if you pick up a compilation and it's your first time, it has the number 1 on it, just so you don't get lost eventually going down and reading everything. Ayon, exactly, Newt. I appreciate TV shows, cartoons, films, so I have some clue that similar hero names don't mean... Yes, exactly. Marami ding ganon. Like, it's weird because before, when I was introducing this whole... Like, before, because I did tell you, when I stream talaga and there's something released that I'm very interested in, whether it be comic books or, like, movies or something, I always want to talk about it. And, like, I've had viewers already who genuinely want to know more about what I'm talking about and ask me a lot about it. Like, for example, because if people are not familiar, there has already been more than 5, I think, Robins in the entire existence of the Batman universe. And like, this one person in particular asked me about it because I think he asked why there was a Nightwing who says he was a previous Robin. And then the comic book that he read, there was an interaction between Nightwing and the current Robin. And he was confused kasi parang, why is this person who is Nightwing saying that he was a Robin when there's a Robin right in front of him? Parang ganun yung logic of his questioning. And I think we were talking about it because that's when I started watching Titans. So if you don't know that series, it's on Netflix. I started watching it like way before, but I didn't really finish it anymore. So it was that. So parang he was confused. Na parang, who is this Nightwing? Why is he saying he was Robin when there's literally a Robin like right in front of him? So parang I told him about the whole concept first because a lot of people don't understand that comic books are not a one-trick thing wherein it's literally canon from first release up until current release, which is, girl, it's been years. I think comic books started in the 50s or 40s. So if they do that, girl, who can catch up, diba? So they keep retconning stuff. And with retconning comes new introductions into their aspect of their lives and new introductions to people who take over roles that have been left behind. So, ayun, in-explain ko yung mga ganong stuff. Ganon. You can also check Variant Comics. Yes, exactly. I also, yeah, before also, I used to follow my channel akong pinafollow before. I forgot. I will search for it and then I will link it to you. Ayon. You still have your place pa pala in Brunei, Newt. I thought you moved here na talaga with everything. Thanks for the tips. Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, Orphan. Young Justice I like, though latest season has been slow. I haven't even watched the latest releases of Young Justice. Oh my god. I stopped in season 2. Kasi diba season 3 was released way after season 2 because season 3 got cancelled. So parang there was a gigantic gap. I wasn't able to catch up na after. Ayon. My family still lives in Brunei. I just haven't gone home since the pandemic. I see. What are the travel restrictions in Brunei right now? Kasi from what I heard, like Singapore and Hong Kong, I think, don't ask for a lot anymore. Although some still do, like Japan and Korea. So I don't know. I guess it depends per country. Yeah, ayan nga. They're opening again soon. At least though, but either way, stay safe. Of course. Ayan na, catch up na ako. I can do dailies in Genshin. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna switch over. Chanan! Oh, diba nag-flip din yung Pez ko. It's vaccine and 2-day quarantine. At least, do they still require you to have, what do you call that? Do they still require you to have RT-PCR or swab? Or not anymore? Kasi in Singapore daw, they don't require you anymore to do so. Okay, so literally today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using my resin to farm for wits because I have a lot of characters to level. So we will be doing wit farming and I want to do it in Inazuma because why not? Where's the wits in Inazuma? Here. Okay, we'll track that just so we can know where we're gonna go next. Hmm. Ah, right, single pull. I'm so sorry. Forte, where do you want me to pull? I will pull for you because you redeemed it. Also, don't worry pala Forte and everyone else. Since I'm already technically done saving up for specific characters, um, when I manage to save more primos down the line, maybe next month, like June, I'm gonna lessen the cost for the redeems of the pulls already. Because like for example, I know na some of you want me to get Kazuha talaga. And for me, I'm not so against getting Kazuha. So like for example, if you want me to use up my pulls for that banner, let's say, I'm gonna make the redeem points less. Just so, you know, if you want me to do that, you can use it there without thinking about, oh my god, I have to save for days. Nope. At least, ayan, I support this movement. Hello, child. How are you? What are you doing anything in Genshin today? Tagal ng PC fans ko po ta kanina pang 1. Nagsabi on the way, friends, saan galing? For more, saan galing yung thing mo? Tapos saan area ka? Ningguang's J Chamber? Ningguang's Castle? Ano to sis? Takeshi's Castle? Ganun. J Chamber? Stress ako sa Ning's Castle. Farming Ayaka mats? I see. Already just got Ayaka. What level is your Ayaka right now? I have to switch pala to Ayaka, speaking of.
Welcome to my world.
Hello, Indignation 168. Welcome. You have such a very beautiful IGN. Welcome. My name is Miss V. You can call me V. Just don't call me yours because that's not how we roll over here. I'm a variety streamer, but I mainly stream Genshin, MOBAs, and some RPGs. So feel free to drop by whenever you are here. Makes no sense. But hello! Also, since you are here now, I would just like to know how you would like me to address you. Like, what name do you want me to call you? And I'm assuming that since you jumped in while I'm playing Genshin, that you also play Genshin? 60 out of 60 pa. Oh, so you're working on ascending pa lang. Okay. Did you intend on getting Ayaka, child? Or is that like eme-eme lang na nag-pull ka, ganun? Hold on. Hello, Indignation. How are you? Umuwi lang siya bigla. Ah, okay. Kaya pala. That makes sense. Ako kasi like pre-farm ko talaga siya ng very hard because I wanted to get her. So like that's why if you saw when I pulled for her, I literally leveled her up all the way. Okay, so I'm gonna do a single pull for Forte because he redeemed my channel point reward. Also, just to let people know now, because for some weird reason, I know I'm not an expert in building characters, but I do have a bit of knowledge. So, I actually added it already in my channel point rewards. If you want to show off your characters, whether you just want to flex it to my face and to the people watching, or if you want legit help in building characters with my limited knowledge, I already added it in the channel redeem points. And right now, my main account, as you can see, is on Asia. Although I created an NA account. But so far, I just reached until the part where I finished pulling. As in yung after ko mag-pull sa Noel banner and I got no one. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna play this account. I'm just gonna have it so that I can have an account to review NA accounts with. So there. So if you want to avail of channel... I mean, if you want to avail of like a review or like a flex or a roast or whatever, it's now available for you in my channel points. 60 over 60. Ano yun, te? More than 50-50. Oh, over 400 followers. Actually, yeah, I reached 400 followers last Monday when I streamed League of Legends. Because I think I got raided. I got raided twice. I think when I was streaming League of Legends. So that's what I managed to... That's how I managed to get 400. So, yay! Right now, I don't mind getting more, of course, duh, obviously, but I do have to say that I've thought about it very hard, and I've come to the decision that since I reached 400 followers, I will do a 12-hour stream one of these days. And I will announce it on my Twitter. But I will do a 12-hour stream of me playing multiple games on stream, obviously, and where we can just chat also. So ayun. Just wait for that. If you don't follow me on Twitter, exclamation point gaming Twitter or Twitter. I don't even remember, girl. But yeah. Hello, Indignation. Hello again. How are you today? Haven't you done 12-hour streams? On a whim yon, pero ito planado. And actually, that was 11. It was not 12. If C1 Ayaka, you need to see to her. I have a year. I have a year to get Constellations of Ayaka. But anyway, so I will pull for you now because you redeemed it. What is this? Is that really there? Oh, it's a Lotus whatever. Okay. So as you can see, just to show you, obviously, because I know there is no chance in hell that I will get a 5-star. Because the last one I got is Ayaka and I stopped. O, diba? Si Beidou pa yung before. So just to show you, so that you will all lower your expectations. Because, you know, we don't do that here. That NA account is for me. 40, alam mo, I was thinking about playing that account actually. It's just that the thought of going through every single thing that I've gone through with my main all over again, it just repelled me to the highest degree of like, I don't want to do all of that again. Like collecting all of the Animoculus, Geoculus, Electroculus for the stamina. Like, girl, we don't want to do all of that all over again. Like, that's not how we do things here. Like, no. My Ayaka's level 60 but 170 crit damage and 1.7. I'm so proud of you. My Ayaka's stats are shit. TBH. It's horrible. I still need to farm. But actually today, for all of the Kokomi lovers out there, I have 5 condensed resin and I'm going to be using all of that to try and farm Ocean Hued Clam today. O, diba? I planned it. Do you still play FF14? Currently, no. I'm actually unsubbed Indignation. Is that how you found me? Oh my god, have you played before? Did I meet you in the RP world or the raiding world? Please let me know. I'm like low-key paranoid right now. But hello. Welcome. I'm curious to know who you are. Like, I'm low-key panicking. Low-key. Alright, Emma, go play some Elden Ring. Go ahead, Newt. Thank you so much for dropping by and chit-chatting with me for more than an hour. I appreciate it. And have fun! See you again on Sunday, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna pull na. Ang dami ko ng chika. Sorry, it's a blue. I'm so sorry. I don't play FF14, just looking... Oh, okay, I see. Well, welcome. How would you like me to call you, by the way? Like, name, preference, or do you want me to just call you by your Twitch handle? Because, you know, I always value choice and what you want in life. So, yeah. And welcome, by the way. Yeah, I'm a very casual Genshin streamer. I'm not one of your hardcore meta people. I mean, I know the meta, but like,
A blade embraces its duty. As
I don't follow it to the letter. Hold on. Let me just... Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, let me play music.
So this is a day
This
in
is
the
so
life
silent.
of the traveler.
This is the day in the life of the traveler.
I'm learning more about you all the time.
Okay. This is why I didn't make Asia cause hassle. Exactly. I mean, it's the same situation for me with NA. Like, even though I want to play, I want to make an NA account just because I've met a lot of people who play in NA. I feel like, you know, the thought of playing everything again from the ground up is just so difficult. And also like, look, character archive. I'm literally so close to having everyone here anyway. And like, you know how some people have like this mindset of like, I want to make an alt because that's where I'm gonna have characters who I don't have on my main, so I can also enjoy them there. Like, I'm not gonna experience that because I'm gonna have everyone here eventually. Diba? Hi, Sir Nanaki. Welcome. How are you today? Good afternoon if you are from the Philippines. Oh my god. I think that's like my favorite spiel now. But wait, it's getting pretty dark, so let me just turn on my lights. Blip. Oh, diba? The spotlight queen or whatever. How are you today, my love? Welcome back. Collecting oculi is enough for me to say no. Exactly. Like, honestly speaking, I don't think I would have... Ay, mali ginawa ko. I honestly think I wouldn't have gotten all of the elemental Kulai. If like... Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. Oh, diba? My venti died. Pata kayo. Okay. Ka-FC mo ako before? Really? Hala, who are ye? Who are ye?
Transfiguration.
But I have to revive my venti for some... Like... Where's my food? Nachugi si Venti died because of the electro channeling. What is going on? Okay. I have to do that because I have to heal my Venti. O, diba? Kukumi DPS Queen.
Brace yourself. Allow me.
Die, how will I do this? Shiz.
Take flight.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Did I get it? Did I get the particles? I did not.
Yeah. Yahoo!
Girl, hindi ko to masisira with like cryo. Thank you for following. Oh my god, wait. I'm supposed to know you, right? Because you're part of my old FC? Hala, who are you?
Let's play.
I'm low-key paranoid. Girl, don't tell me my Venti is gonna die again. Kaloka car.
Rest and rebuild. My will and body.
Girl. Okay.
Cryo incarnate. Time for takeoff. My apologies.
Ah! Where's the... Ah! Okay. Ah! Okay. Oh, girl. Okay. 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 Back on track. We are back on track. me panicking. Nakakaloka. Wait, I'm so sorry. That was me. This doesn't normally happen. That's a lie. It always happens. Also, why am I farming? Whatever. I was farming with Shenhe, but like, isn't this supposed to be how I'm going to get like friendship points? But whatever. As a Xiaomei, hindi ako sanay sa playstyle ni Ayaka, pero nakasanayan na din kasi sanay na ako sa Zhongli Shield. Also, you play with Zhongli, I'm assuming. Of course, it's cryo again.
Here we go. Hold the line.
How rude.
Take flight.
Yes, Milfiro Nanaki from Atomos. Wait, we're FC mates as in Loopy? Oh my god, I feel bad.
My apologies.
Oh lord. Ow! I don't understand. Like...
Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
Okay.
Allow me.
Na-freeze ba niya? Ay, na-freeze niya, Javi.
Take your true form.
Oh, it became pyro because of the guy. Of course, I refreshed it when the jellyfish ticked for the last time.
Let's play.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, pero sa cutie ako na, oh, wait, have we ever interacted, like, before? Because if we haven't, that most likely means that what happened was, like, parang, oh shit, rude. What probably happened was, like, you were new at the time that I was killing myself in ultimates and I didn't have a chance to talk with the new people. But either way, I'm glad that you found me. Welcome. I hope you're doing well over there in Cutie. I actually haven't played FF in the longest time. No joke. I stopped like around late Feb to early March. Because we got really busy already. But how are you? How is Cutie? Pansamantalang Ayaka, Venti, Barbara, Zhongli until I get Shenhe and Kokomi. Are you trying to get my team, child? Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to copy my team?
Take your true form. Brace yourself. Allow me. Take flight.
Oh, ang sakit, diba? Ano na, sis? My apologies, oh girl. Eavesdropper.
Cryo incarnate. Yahoo! Think you can get away? Hold the line. Take flight. Embrace the ice.
Ano na, girl? You eat that. There's a new ultimate, crazy fight. Yeah. I heard though that the current ultimate is actually one of the hardest fights in FF thus far. And for me, like, deserve. I mean, you know, I don't want to be... Oh shit, what did I do? I don't want to be that person naman who's like, everything in FF before was easy. I mean, because it wasn't. It's just that I feel like FF deserves a fight that isn't like clearable within like a few months by the casual player. Because I feel like for ultimate fights, you really have to work for it. And I'm not even saying that to be like an elitist raider back when I was raiding. It's really just more of like, for me kasi, I also want to experience having to prog a fight as a casual. I'm a casual. For like more than 2 months. Diba? Yung mga ganong stuff.
Obey. Do your master's
So like for me, deserve.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Deserve.
Hold the line. My apologies. Sakura swirl.
Sakura swirl. Embrace the ice. Girl.
Here we go.
My jellyfish is not yet there.
Whirling snow.
Where was it? Did it ever appear?
Rest and rebuild.
Okay. Are you actually getting into the new ultimate though? Sir Nanaki. Also, Sir Nanaki, do you really want me to call you Sir Nanaki or do you want me to call you by a certain specific name? Sana may Shenhe rerun. I want one. Actually, Indignation. I don't know how to call you talaga, so I'm sorry if I'm just calling you Indignation. But yeah, if you want me to call you in a different way, let me know. But anyway, since Indignation is what I can see right now, I'm gonna call you Indignation. But yeah, I agree. Not because I want more Shenhe, because I already have Shenhe. It's really more of because I want Calamity Queller. And I don't know, before kasi when Shenhe rolled around with Calamity Queller, I was with the mindset of like, I don't want to keep pulling on the weapon banner because like, you know, it's a lie, it's a flop, it's just gonna make me feel bad or whatever. Thank you by the way, 40 for the lurk. I'll just be here. But yeah, and then I realized Shenhe became one of my favorite 5 stars ever. And in my head, if you're my favorite 5 star, I want them to have their signature weapons. Like, I can't not let them not have their signature weapon if they're my favorite 5 star. So it all started with Eula. Ay, syempre C0 yan. So this is her weapon because she was my first 5 star that I went out for. So I pulled for her. I tried to get her weapon as well. And then I got it. When Shenhe's banner rolled around, I didn't get her weapon because, you know, my mindset was like, I don't need it, whatever. I just got it for Eula because she was my first one, whatever, sentimentality, etc., etc. So I didn't go for it. And then I got Yae Miko, and I decided to pull for her weapon as well. So I got it, and then Raiden worked my ass off for that. And in order to get this, I got 2 copies of this. My god. And my most recent conquest is this one. I'm not like a hardcore whale, just to let you know. I guess I'm just like a casual whale, if there's even a concept. But yeah, my Shenhe is currently using a Skyward Spine, but I want Calamity Queller now because my top 5 favorite 5 stars are actually, in no particular order, Eula, Shenhe, Ayaka, Yae Miko, and Raiden Shogun. So, I want all of them to have their signature weapon. Where is this? I want all of them to have their signature weapons, TBH. Is it down here? I'm so confused. How do I get there? Like here? Whatever. Medyo oo, pero para machi-machi tayo at ayun lang naisip kong best comp. Yes! TBH, I don't know. I really enjoy this team. I have a lot of fun playing with this team. So if you feel like you're gonna have fun with this team also, then I highly recommend it. But TBH, child, I don't mind if we're matchy. You know how I like being matchy with you guys because you're my fave people in the world. You know, my viewers and my supporters are my favorite people in the world. Naging mommy ko din si Shenhe bago pa siya i-release. Yes, actually though, I didn't expect that I would love her this much. I have to say I enjoyed her trailers and everything, and I really love her design. It's just that I didn't expect I would love her this much to a point wherein I forced to integrate her into my Eula team before I got Ayaka. Because prior to me having an Ayaka, I forced her to be in my Eula team because Copium, na parang, she's good for Eula, right? She's good for Eula. But then, like, she's not the best for Eula. Like, she's good for Eula, but she's not the best. So I was, like, super copium on that.
Take flight. Embrace the ice. Brace
Of course, it's cryo. Oh my god.
Billowing surge. Allow me. My will embodied. Whirling snow.
How do I defeat you? Oh my god.
Time for takeoff.
This is the best I can do. What is it swirling? It's swirling cryo pa. Amazing. Girl, what is going on over here? Salud!
Brace yourself.
I should level my venti skills up. I'm just currently at 166. I mean, yeah, 166.
Here we go.
This is a struggle.
Covenant of the deep.
They refresh. I didn't even refresh it. Horrible. I am a horrible Kokomi player.
Rebuild.
This is why I'm gonna farm for Ocean Feud today. Because I do not have Ocean Feud yet, and I know that everyone wants me and expects me to have Ocean Feud by now. But I don't have it yet. So we're gonna do that. That took forever, TBH. That took forever. Call me Drew. Hanggang Savage lang ako for now after clearing P4S. Eureka na lang muna. Di rin kasi kaya ng time mag-prog ng Ultimate. Oh, I see. That makes sense actually. Especially since the Ultimate is relatively new. TBH, when I was still playing and I was still like, you know, very G to do the ultimate because of course at the time, I just finished the, like I think towards the end of November. Like right before the original release date of, how the fuck do I get up there? Not going there. So I just finished tea like towards the end of November. Thank you, by the way, child, for the lurk. Go ahead. Rest well, my love. And then that was before the original release date of Endwalker. So like, you know, in my head with my friends at the time. I mean, they're still my friends now, but like when we were all playing at the time, we were all like super excited to do the ultimate, whatever. But like we had this like understanding that we didn't really want to prog the ultimate without having guides released yet. So that's what we were initially waiting for. So I feel like if I was still playing, we would probably be progging it like next month still, or like once even like the most raw guides have been released. Maybe that's when we would be progging it. But not right now. And I understand, especially since a lot of people have been saying that like it's a struggle.
Unleash! Do your master's bidding! Think you can get away?
I did hear actually that like it has 7 phases. Is it true? The fight has 7 phases. And I understand that like that can get pretty exhausting. It's pretty exhausting to do that. Okay. Let's go back to Inazuma. I don't think I need these. I think. Where? Okay. But also, how's Eureka going? I think one of the last few things I did before Endwalker happened. Because obviously when Endwalker rolled around, I did the MSQ and then I started progging Savage, even though we didn't clear it anymore. Because we like I said earlier, we just reached until P3S before we decided like we were getting too busy for this. Like it's not something we can completely devote our time in anymore. But prior to Endwalker rolling around, my friend and I, like one of my close friends who I met in the game actually, and I decided to do a bit of Eureka before everything happened. And I managed to get what I wanted. But how's your Eureka experience? I know that like Eureka is pretty overwhelming.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff. Allow me. My apologies.
It's pretty overwhelming. Well, my experience in Eureka actually, I just got well, obviously my number one goal when I did Eureka was the Baldesion because I wanted the mount. I'm a low-key mount collector, not that extra compared to other people, but I've met a lot of people who are more aggressive in collecting mounts than I am. So I did that, and then I also did elemental armor for tanks and healers because those are the ones that I really like. I didn't like the aesthetic of the elemental armor on a caster because the way that I wanted my casters to look like with my character's aesthetic when I was still playing FF, it's not really clothed and demure. Oh, nice. Forgive me, I'm doing my best to practice like the rotation of Kokomi's refresh. That's why I'm very happy whenever I see myself successfully doing it.
By ordinance divine. Think you can get away? Take flight. Sakura swirl.
Okay.
My apologies.
Oh my god. Where are you? Oh my god. stamina concerns.
Take flight.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you. I'm currently in Pyros. Marami namang tao na maybe because the Savage Progress na hindi nag-ultimate. That makes sense. Pyros actually is one of my favorite maps in Eureka. I hated Pagos the most, I think. Mostly because of like the dragon thing. Like the sleeping dragon that you had to drive around. I hated that one a lot. Like, I did not like that at all. But yeah, I mean, that was fun. Like, doing Eureka was really fun. Maybe also because, like, I had friends to do it with. But also, wait, Drew, I'm curious. Have we met when I was still playing FF? Because I don't know. Have we met? Please tell me. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know if we've met. Oh wait, I just refreshed my chat. That's so evil. Okay, joke lang. It's here. Okay. Okay, I didn't lose anything. False alarm. Let me just do my commissions first before I do a bit of Ocean Hued. Where are my commissions? Plug and play. Okay. I guess for this one I can swap in Rosaria. Rosaria. Okay.
Sooner we're done,
The better. Shouldn't make that big of a difference. I feel. Wait. Let me just check something. Okay. Also, let me know pala if the music is too soft or too loud, by the way, guys. Because I cannot hear it. I cannot hear what you hear. If that makes sense. Yes, but it was a short interaction lang. I was consulting you and the others who were online if... Oh, that was you! I was contemplating kasi nung time na yun kung anong DPS yung okay. Pero I was there for a short time before Endwalker release. I remember that conversation. See? It was in the FC chat. Like on Facebook, right? When you were asking like if it was fine to do Black Mage. I remember. My memory isn't that bad after all.
judgment. Hold the line. Let's play. Whirling snow.
Oh shit. Although I'm curious to know, like apart from that, do you also play Genshin? Because I mean you did find me here. I don't think you guys have an alert like in QT if like
You can't run. Lights out. Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
do you guys have an alert
Whirling snow.
if like I'm live or something in QT?
Sometsu.
Oh shit. I don't know with Kepi because si Kepi he's very supportive of me. So like I really wouldn't know and I wouldn't
Take flight.
like be shocked if like he has that thing.
Yahoo! Allow me.
Oh shit. I can't see anything. It's all white. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, pero I ended up using Scholar pa rin because of the rework. I see. Well, I mean, Scholar is honestly fun. Like, if I had to think of a healer, honestly though, I enjoyed all of the classes that I tried out when I was still playing FF. And specifically, well, my mains in FF14 are Black Mage and Dancer. Like, I can comfortably swap between the two. Like, if it was like, let's say, hard content. And by hard content, I literally mean like, Savage or Ultimates. I'm like, honestly confident to swap around playing Black Mage or Dancer. But like if it was just something like dungeons or like normal I don't know, like the normal runs, I was pretty fun. It was pretty fun and I was pretty happy playing Other jobs, specifically healer, and I love all healers, but like Scholar for me is one of the best healers to run in a dungeon. I don't know, it's like the comfort of just shielding everyone and not really having to worry about them almost dying. Kasi tipo, for example, with White Mage, you're a reactive healer, so like, technically speaking, you're supposed to heal when they're about to die. Whereas in Scholar, if you just pop their shields, it's not really that much of a worry. So I love playing Scholar in a dungeon. Can I see your Ayaka stats? Okay. Indignation before I do. I'm gonna give you a full disclaimer. My Ayaka is honestly has one of the worst
those who sample it many times can
sets of artifacts I've ever farmed. And these are not the final artifacts because I'm still gonna farm for it. I'm just using these because these are the ones that I have after farming for Heart of Depth before. So that's a full disclosure. So my stats are honestly horrible. It's ugly. I'm just amazed that I keep critting. Maybe because of Double Cryo and Freeze and Blizzard Strayer. So maybe that, but it's ugly. It's horrible. I'm telling you. Look at that. It's ugly. Ah! Ugly. My god. And I can actually show you why and how that is a situation. I can show you. It's horrible. Oh my god. It's horrible. Bakit ka no? Oh, he's a 89 out of 90. Actually, you know the 89 out of 90. It was a suggestion to me by one of like the higher ups. Higher ups are like the more knowledgeable streamers that I interact with because they said sayang yung set of talent books to level them up all the way to 90 because you're still gonna be playing, they're still gonna be passively leveling up. So sayang daw the set of books. Okay. I'll follow your advice. I'll show you why indignation that it's horrible. I will show you why. This is the best artifact in the entire existence of Genshin Impact. Best. Diba? Don't you just love those substats? It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, if I were to create my own artifact from thin air, I would make this artifact in particular because it's just so amazing. It's beautiful. To be fair, super minimal gain lang naman talaga. Yeah, that's also true. So, I guess that's like a justification why it's fine. But also, actually, if you look at my teams below, there is a gigantic disclaimer. Not really gigantic. There's a disclaimer there that says it's still a work in progress. Specifically for my supports and min-maxing my main DPSs. Because like I said, I have 4 main DPSs for the teams that I have. So, as you saw earlier, so these are the 4 teams I'm currently still working on. So this is one of my teams. I call it the Popsicle Princess team. Popsicle Princess team because my main DPS is Ayaka. This is supposed to be Shenhe, by the way. This is Shenhe. I'm just using Rosaria for the friendship gains. Then I have a Eula team. So this is the team that it's really built on. So all of the supports I'm also still working on. This is my Raiden Shogun team with my Raiden Shogun being my main DPS. It's technically a mono Electro with a swirler and a healer, which is Jean. And my favorite team, which is the team that got me through most of the game's content, my DPS Barbara team! Yay! With Barbara being my main DPS. Yeah. So these are the teams that I'm still working on. And by working on specifically meaning, I want to level 79 first, all of my supports. So that leaves, as you can see, Xiangling, Rosaria, Fischl, and Sarah. I want to level them up at least until 79 first. And then when they're all at 79, I'm gonna level 20 their artifacts because not all of them have level 20 artifacts. Some of them have 0 artifacts pa nga, TBH. So that's also what I'm working on. That's number 2. And number 3, I actually want to ascend them one last time and then maybe I can leave them up until 80 na lang because they're just supports anyway. While at the same time min-maxing the artifacts of my main DPSs because all of my main DPS artifacts can still be improved. TBH, most especially the Ayaka one that you saw and my Raiden Shogun. They can still all be improved.
My apologies. Let's play.
Wait, why is it Venti? It's not Venti. It's supposed to be Shenhe. I mean Rosaria.
Rest for rebuild. Yeah. Take flight.
Why am I not ruining this thing?
Unthinkable. My apologies.
Oh, she froze. She froze.
Yeah. Shiver. Here we go. Think you can get away?
Think you can get away?
Allow me.
Okay, this one is tanky AF.
Sakura swirl.
So I feel like I have to burst it. Okay, let's loot first. Okay, can we go here?
Yahoo!
I'm using the same team because wala pa akong Shenha. Wait, did you skip Shenha because you just didn't like her or because you were targeting Xiao? Because I have a friend, back when I pulled for Shenha, he intentionally skipped Shenha because he wanted Xiao. And we actually did a pulling party of that. Like, I remember when I still did pulling parties. And by pulling parties, literally, you see my screen pulling and you see 3 of my other friends' screens, like, with them pulling also. So, yon. He skipped Xiao. I mean, he skipped Shenha because of Xiao. Okay. Oh, shit. Kala ko mahina. Oh my god, you're one of them! Nako ha, you're one of them. You're one of them. Actually, I don't really blame you for it. Because of course, I understand there are a lot of players who are very into that, you know. As in like they check yung mga ganyang stuff.
My apologies.
So, I understand you, don't worry. And I'm not blaming you for it. I think that's also why a lot of people didn't pull for Yaimiko. Because like, one, they all assumed that she was meant to be an on-fielder DPS. Like a main DPS. And then when they realized na parang her playstyle is actually not main DPS, like a lot of them decided to not pull for her instead. Oh shit. Okay. Ang layo, diba? Sana nirerun na lang si Shenha. Delayed naman 2.7. Actually though, TPH, one of the characters I'm expecting to still get a rerun before we go to Sumeru is Shenha and Arataki Ito. Like, those are the ones that I'm still honestly expecting to come back first before we get to 3.0. Because they haven't had a rerun yet. Yay. What else do I need to do? This one. Impregnable defense. I skipped Kazuha too kasi I'm one of them. Oh, so you are one of them. I guess my excuse then was I wasn't playing yet when he was released because I really wasn't playing yet. Not sure if you were here when I was telling some of the people, but I just came back recently in their Huta rerun banner. This account in particular, I actually stopped playing.
Brace yourself.
Around the time that I created this account when
Let's play.
Zhongli and Tartaglia's banner was first released.
Wouldn't gliding be fast time for takeoff? Yeah.
And then I stopped, and then I just came back nung Hutao rerun. Hala, bakit andun siya?
Brace yourself.
Look at that.
You can't run.
Lights out.
Take flight.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So my excuse for not having a Kazuha is because I was not playing yet when he was released. That's my only reason. I pulled for Yai for waifu reasons. That is a very valid and a perfect reason to do so, and I support you on that.
You can't run. Whirling snow.
Oh my gosh. For me, one of the reasons why Yai Miko is one of my favorite 5 stars is because of her design and her personality. And a lot of my friends told me that they also see Yai Miko in me in terms of personality because, well, according to them, I wouldn't claim it. According to them, I'm pretty flirty. According to them, not according to me. They said I'm pretty flirty. So, they associate Yai Miko with me, with personality. But in terms of aesthetic, they associate Rosaria with me. That's what they all say. Whose rerun are you looking forward to for the most? Kaz, to be, not really. I mean, I think even though I don't have Kazuha, I'm still in the belief that, like, I'm fine if I don't have him. I think it's very that, like, that's my personal belief. Like, I know that, like, everyone's telling me that he's such a good unit and, like, he's really gonna bump up
I just have
your
to stand here, right?
your account and all of that, and, like, everything's gonna be so much easier with Kazuha. And, like, I mean, I understand that, like, in terms of stats and everything, because, like, what he provides for your team is good. Like, I'm not even gonna deny that. It's just that he's not really someone that I am excited to get. That makes sense. Oh, go to survey. Also because, like, before, wala, may expose yung age ko. Also before, I didn't really like Kazuha. Like his design. Wait, I will rant to you about that. Let me just do this survey. And I always like doing the survey on stream just so it's very transparent with everyone. How do you feel about this version? Oh, I liked Irodori. I liked Irodori a lot. So I guess this is the Irodori festival one. Yeah, there you go. Irodori outside the canvas. I liked it. It was fun. Vibro Crystal. I enjoyed Vibro Crystal. Select up to 3. Combat experience exhilarating. Okay. True naman. I loved Irodori too. Yeah, I don't know. If you don't know, well, especially since you're new, the reason why I brand myself as a casual player of the game is because I play Genshin mostly because of the lore, the story, the world building, and the characters. Not so much the Abyss stuff. Although, I'm actually gonna I might do Abyss on this stream, but then again, I'm already at 2 hours. I thought I would need to do Abyss because of my time, but maybe I'll just do Abyss next week if ever. Also because I'm still gonna do Ocean Hued farming after I do this survey. But hold on. Okay. Well, actually, I wanted more. I wanted more awards. I'm just kidding. How interesting did you find the Vibro Crystal? It was fun. It's somewhat difficult, I guess. I could not go back. I thought I could go back. Wrong. Okay. Let's do it again. At least did it involve typing. Same. One of the most fun events for me is the Vibro Crystal. I loved the Vibro Crystal. And also maybe because, like, I'm not like a hardcore Abyss person. So, like, I was fine with the difficulty. Because like, I'm not someone who capitalizes on what Abyss gives. as a as a player. Okay, what did I pick? I forgot what I picked. Oh, they shuffled it. This one. Okay, I'm back on track. How interesting. Very interesting. How difficult. It was just right. How do you feel about the level of strategy involved? Some. Not really a lot. Which of the following statements best describes your configuration? TBH. Which of the following statements best describes how you trigger the vibro crystal harmonics? I deliberately trigger. Of course I did. Of course I did. Do you encounter the following problems while experiencing? I didn't really encounter any problems. How satisfied are you with the following characters? Ayato. Well, I love Ayaka. I love Venti. Ayato, I'm neutral, I guess. Because I don't have him and I didn't want to get him. How satisfied are you with the weapons in this? Someone satisfied because of the Unforged. Artifacts. I don't know. I'm neutral. I didn't farm for them. How do you feel about the effort required for character leveling, including multiple leveling dimensions? I mean, it's supposed to be grindy. How satisfied are you with the wish system? I always say somewhat satisfied because I always lose 50-50. I never win 50-50. And I'm not even saying that as a joke. If you've been watching my stream, you would know that I always lose 50-50. How do you feel about the Battle Pass? Luxuriant Vibrance. It's helpful. Game language. I love the VA in Iridori, TBH. Gaming security. Okay. Definitely willing. Of course, I'm streaming it twice a week. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays. How willing are you to recommend? I want to say definitely willing, but then I don't want to tell my friends to play a game that I'm addicted to. Because I know the struggles of playing it and being addicted to it. I'll just say definitely willing still. Okay. This is what I always put in the open-ended. And if you support me, let me know. Literally in every survey, this is what I put. This is what I always put. If you agree with me, let me know. Yeah. And then I look next. There you go. Thanks for your help, Traveler. You're welcome, my loves. I don't even do it for the money. I do it to help my community. Because we all need Arataki Ito arms. Why don't you want him? It's very... It's... How do I explain why I don't want Ayato? I guess it's because...
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
I don't know. I expected more from his design. That's one. I expect more from his design. I have very high expectations for Hydro units because my favorite element actually is Hydro. Hence why I'm a TPS Barbara main. You can see DPS Barbara main. DPS Barbara main. So I love Hydro. So literally whenever a Hydro unit is released, I always have the highest expectations. Apart from that, like I said, I expected more from his design. I like his design, but I wanted more. What else? I don't know. There's something about him I just don't like. I like his VA though. I like his VA a lot. But there's something about him I just don't like. It's not even his playstyle because I tried his trial. His playstyle is pretty fun. So I guess it's not that. I just don't like him.
I wonder when I'll be as tall
Also
as my
maybe
big
because I don't have a
sister.
place for him anymore. Maybe that's if there's also that. Because fun fact, even though I like Yalan's design, I really like Yalan's design. As a collector of the queens, because if you can see my signature, queens are eternal. I like getting my queens, but I'm not gonna pull for Yalan. One is because I don't have Primo Gems anymore. That's one. I don't have Primo Gems, so if you want me to pull for Yalan, please send Primo Gems my way. Please. Yeah, I don't have Primo Gems anymore. And two, I don't have a spot for her actually. At all. And like, I did say earlier that I'm currently still working on all of my supports, and I feel like if I get her, it's still going to take a long time before I build her. Apart from the fact that I actually have a C6 Xingqiu. And from what I've heard from the whispers in the darkness, they might be similar. Might be, not sure. And also, like, okay, suppose I finish building. Like I said, right? Suppose I finish building and am content with these 4 teams. The next team that I'm actually planning to build is an Arataki Ito team because I'm an Arataki Ito haver. And the best part about this is this one. And the funny story about this, for the new ones actually, I didn't intend to have an Ito at all. Me winning his 50-50 twice is considered me losing because I didn't want to get Ito at all. So Ito's banner, just to explain everything. Ito's banner was released in between Shenhe and Eula, right? And Ito's 4-star units who were released with him, was Xiangling, who I didn't mind having because I used Xiangling. Goro, because Goro was new, so I didn't mind. And Barbara, who I wanted to get 2 constellations of because DPS Barbara shines with C2. So I was like, okay, my pity for Eula is actually 0 because I stopped pulling once I got Eula. So there's no way I'm gonna get Ito, right? If I wanted to get the 4 stars. So I kept pulling and pulling and pulling. And around the time when I got to 30 pity, my first Ito rolled in. I was like, fuck, now I'm gonna restart my pity for Shenhe all the way back to 0. I did 3 more pulls, I got another Ito, and I still didn't get the Barbara. Then right after I got Ito, 2 pulls later, that's when I got my Barbara. Hence why I have a C2 Ito, who is still not built. But I will build him in the future. So for all of the Ito lovers out there, I have a team for him, don't worry. I have Ito, I have a C4 Goro. So I will use that. I have my Zhongli, and I'm waiting for an Albedo rerun. But if I don't get an Albedo rerun, I might give Bennett to him, and then swap Bennett out for Toma for my Barbara team because I want to use Toma, and I feel like I desperately need a shielder for my Barbara because she's a Cancelist user after all. But yeah, okay, let's check out my box first before I do my farming. I'm an Ito main. Oh, you're an Ito main. I love that for you. How do you enjoy Ito? I like Chris Hackney too because I love Indignation. You like Dimitri. You like Dimitri. I will wait for your answer. You like Dimitri. Oh my god. Hi, Lieben. What's my box today? Oh, Fontaine. No, he's talking about Fontaine. But I hope that the unrest in Sumeru will be swept away. As if by divine might. Take it from me, don't go to Sumeru. Ooh! It's a dangerous place, or at least it has been of late. I just screenshotted it. Once I get back from Sumeru this time, I'll drop by Inazuma on the way back. Unfortunately, Miss Hina... What's my box? No! I will not get that. What box do I want? If you are in Asia and you have Pyro, Cryo, or Hydro, please let me know. Pyro, Cryo, or Hydro. Do you hate him ba? Oh my god, indignation. I love Dimitri. Like, do you want to know how much I love him? Literally, when I was playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, I named my dog after him. Because I got a new dog right around the time when Fire Emblem Three Houses was like, you know, big in the scene. I got a dog and I named my dog after Dimitri just because I love Dimitri so much. And it's like, it's so intense that like, my dog is still alive, by the way. It's so intense that like, oh my god, I love Dimitri. Like, I would die. I would literally die. Wow, same. Oh my god. I can't believe I found a Dimitri lover. Wait, where is the domain? Where is the ocean hued? Hello? Where is the ocean hued domain? Am I lost? Is it this? It's this. My god. My god. Yeah, I love Dimitri. Dimitri is my favorite character ever. 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 Hydro and Electro. Rift Hounds. Thunder Craven Rift Hound. Thunder Craven Rift Hound. Why? Where's Kokomi? I guess we can
Take
do
heart.
this.
Victory will be ours.
I guess we can do that, team. Let's go full Inazuma team, farming for Ocean Hued. Hold on. I'm so confused. Okay. May trauma ako sa domain na yan dahil tagal ko bago maka... Alright, you are an Ito main. How do you like Ito? By, like, so far? I might need your help building him because if you saw my rant earlier, I haven't built him yet.
Emerge. Right here. There is no... Allow me! Quiver! A sight to behold. Show them.
Show them.
Torrent, bring refuge!
Torrent, bring refuge!
Let's move out. Emerge. Right now.
Right here.
Rest and rebuild! Illusion shattered! Strike! No turning back! Inazuma shines eternal!
Inazuma shines eternal. Where's the...
Emerge right here, right now. Hold the line. Now you've got my attention.
Why?
Shine down.
Ah, oh my god. I need to heal my people. Okay, this is the first time that I'm doing this domain actually. Ocean heal? Oh! That's crit rate, but whatever. Defense. It's HP Sands though. I think I will take it. This is workable. Okay, we have one piece down. Right here, right now, yes. I love Yaimiko. Actually, oh my god. I think I've said this already, but Yaimiko. One of my faves ever. Ito is very fun for me, really. Actually, indignation. Oh my god. I do want to know from an Ito main. Because I have met quite a lot of people who have told me that like they easily got bored of Ito's playstyle already. So I want to know your take on that.
Hold the line. Glory to the shogun. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Because like obviously I want to hear it from an actual Ito main, diba?
Illusion shattered. Right now, right here, right now. I'm always watching.
I'm always watching.
Emerge right now. Allow me. Let's move out. Emerge right now. Right here. Covenant of the Deep.
Where is he? I don't even know why I'm attacking with Kokomi. Because my Kokomi is not a DPS Kokomi.
Strike. Storm the front. Now you shall perish.
Oh, juicy. Juicy, 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 juicy. Now I'm tempted to keep using this team. I low-key like this team. Electro charged. Oh look, a Death Circlet! Does someone use this? I don't know if someone uses this. Still fun for me, although fun is subjective naman talaga. Na-miss ko nga siya gamitin sa Abyss dahil di ko magamit lately. Oh, right! Because like the Lectors need elemental stuff, right? To break their shields. That's honestly like my struggle. Because I think when did they implement Lector? They already have a Lector in floor 10, right? When I started doing Abyss, like, you know, by choice, when I actually was like, oh, I want to do Abyss now. They actually added it when I started doing Abyss. And at that time, my two teams were literally just the DPS Barbara one and then my Eula one. So one of my teams is physical, and like for the life of me I could not I could not 3-star. I could not 3-star my floor 10 because my other team was physical and I couldn't break the shields.
Illusion shattered. Allow me. Emerge right here. Quiver.
Oh my god.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
Right now.
Yep, I love that you use e-endub. Bihira ko makita ng Pinoy na mag-e-endub. Oh, it's because I don't know. I really like the English VEs. Apart from the fact that I can easily understand them, but like, I don't know. I haven't experienced like. Speaking of Yula, I haven't actually. I'm slowly building my Ito. Look at that. What was I saying? Oh, I rarely encounter like a game wherein I like most, if not all, of the English VAs. Because like as I've said before, I'm really an RPG person. So with me being an RPG person, like I've come across a lot of RPGs, JRPGs, wherein the voice acting or the voice work is pretty questionable. For some characters, not all, obviously. But for Genshin, I actually like all of them.
Storm the front. There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Now you shall perish. Oh gosh.
Right
Oh
now,
gosh.
emerge. Right here. A sight to behold.
A sight to behold.
Emerge. Right here. Rest and rebuild. Flash. No turning back. Shine down.
Where is he? I have to strike you
Fall
down.
into oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Illusion is shattered.
Hold the line.
Okay, I have to heal myself because I'm dying, girl. She is dying. She is dying. I keep forgetting that my Kokomi has so much health. So, like, the ticks of the jellyfish is not enough.
Rest and rebuild.
It's not enough. Look at me using my burst just to heal my people. The powers of Kokomi, TBH. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Oh, Ocean. This. Husk of Opulence Dreams. I'm gonna lock these. Because I'm still... I mean, I'm probably gonna build my Ito soon anyway. And since this is my first time here, I might as well start collecting husk pieces. Because I do plan on pulling for Albedo whenever he comes back. But also, I mean, if I'm not gonna build my Yunjin with Noblesse, the best artifact set that I think she should be having is husk, right?
There is no escape. Strike. Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts
Come on,
forever.
emerge. Right here. Illusion shattered. Flash. Storm the front. Now you shall
perish. I'm sorry I always repeat Raiden's lines because I love Raiden Shogun. One of my fave
right now, right here.
characters, but also one of my fave like VAs. And she's Filipino, if for people who are not aware.
Strike. I'm always watching.
I'm always watching.
Right now.
Ew. Oh, okay. It's dead. I pulled for Kokomi on a whim, and I'm glad I did. Did you pull for her on a whim in her first run? Or did you pull for her on a whim in her recent rerun? Is your situation with Kokomi the same with Kazuha? Where you're like, you're that type of person? Oh. I'm getting a lot of these husk pieces, I have to say. Okay, I'm gonna make more resin. Hindi ko kaya mabuhay wala heal ni Kokomi. I think that's also a lot of people with regards to Zhongli's shield. I think. But also, indignation. I don't think I'll ever get used to calling you indignation. Are you on Asia? And if so, do you happen to have a Pyro, Cryo, or Hydro box for Marvelous merchandise? Because I need it. I need it. Wait. I need to... Okay, this will allow us to have 3 more runs. I want to have at least a working set for Kokomi. How many do I have? Wait, this is not the best way to do it. This is the way to do it. Ocean hued. Just 8. So I have HP. She needs HP sands, right? HP circlet. Love to see it. I love Anyat ko. Oh my god, taste. I like you already. Welcome to my stream. I'm so glad you found me. I'm so glad you found me. Yes, first gen Haver. Oh my god, we love to see it. I'm so glad to meet people like you. Because another excuse that I can have of why I didn't have Kokomi to begin with is I wasn't playing back then. So like when people ask me, what? You don't have Kokomi? Or like you didn't have Kokomi in her first banner. Girl, I was not playing then. I'm so sorry. I have an excuse. I'm not one of those people who are like, I'm skipping her because she's not that good. That's not me, mama. If I was playing when she was first released, I would have used every resource I had on her and the everlasting Moonglow. I don't care what people say. I will have both. Domain is encouraging you to build Ito. Now I know, but like I have to build everyone else first, or else like
Right here, right
my main teams will hate me.
Rest and rebuild.
They will like hate me so
Glory
much.
to the Shogun. Torn to oblivion.
But also like, I guess another reason why I can't survive without Kokomi's healing is simply because I for a long time played with a Barbara DPS.
Nothing left.
So like with a Barbara DPS, there's always the comfort of like healing.
Let's do that.
Like I can never fear for my life.
Storm the front. Now you shall perish.
Because I will always have the healing song up. Like it's part of her rotation as a DPS. Is to always have the song up. So, you know. Having Kokomi is a welcome addition to my character roster. Because like, I can't imagine not having a healer or a shielder in any of my teams. Like it's just not the way the cookie crumbles for me. Like not at all. Oh, thank God. I don't care if it has crit. Ah, this could work if it rolls HP. But for people who play Kokomi, do you guys use a healing bonus circlet or an HP circlet? I think that's what a lot of people talk about. I gotta go for a work meeting in a few. Thank you for this. No worries, Indignation. Thank you so much. But before you go, do you still want me to call you Indignation, or is there a preferred name that you would want for me to call you? I do have to ask because like, I mean, if you really want to call me Indignation, I mean, if you really want me to call you Indignation, I will. And I will do my best to get used to it.
Right here. Strike. Glory to the Shogun. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
We'll drop by again next time. No problem. Indy. I like that name. I will call you Indy.
Shine down.
Oh fuck, where did it go?
Allow me. Right now. Right here. Right now. Quiver. I'm always watching.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Or night. Actually, I'm assuming night. But then you have a work meeting, so now I'm confused.
Strike. Storm the front. Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Inazuma shines eternal.
Rest and rebuild.
Wait.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3
Me literally using my burst just to extend the healing.
Allow me.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfection. Okay, last run. I think I do have like copium pieces. I keep getting defense circlet. Wow. Crit rate and crit damage. That's very nice. Pretty nice if I used it on someone else. Wait, let me just check if there's anyone on Asia. Is there anyone on Asia who... Wait. Anyone on Asia? Okay. Just in case I know anyone who has a hydro, pyro, or cryo box. Oh wait, I have to set these up.
Right here. Rest and rebuild.
Rest and rebuild!
Quiver! Now you shall perish!
Oh my gosh.
Allow me! Emerge.
Oh my lord!
A sight to behold.
Okay.
Right now. Billowing surge! Strike! No turning back! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Eh.
There is no escape!
Okay. Okay, we're alive.
Rebuild!
Okay. Oh my god, it stopped. Okay, whatever. Condensed. I'm gonna lock everything. Okay. Wait, which one has the wit? Is it pyro or cryo? Marvelous merchandise. Pyro! Pyro, pyro, please! Reply. OMG. Can I please visit your world? I have Dendro and it is sad. Oh shit. Leeway books. Okay. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna visit a world of like one of the people who I met in Sesame Speedster's
That
Discord.
publishing house has released new...
Okay, so I'm gonna type it. 819 590. Oh shit, what am I doing? 590. Okay. Okay. This is what we do. This is what we do. Oh. What is this? Oh, team. Hello.
My apologies.
Okay, I'm gonna go to their world. I mean,
Yeah.
why am I scrolling all the way? It's questionable decisions. Me scrolling all the way to Mondstadt. Okay. Need something? Yes. Oh, thank God. Gosh!
Take flight.
OMG. Thank you so much. Alright. Wait, I have to... Where's the Mona sticker? OMG. Yes.
Respect must be given
After
to the will
2
of
fate
every
points.
creature. Each fish in the
LOL.
ocean swims in its own direction.
Wait, I'm gonna add this guy. I don't wanna just ransack their world without me like actually befriending them. Not as big as
I
others.
only wish life could be as leisurely as
For
this a
sure.
little more often.
Lol. You just asked me if I'm a whale.
Believe me.
Not as big as the others, for sure. Definitely not.
Allow me to know.
Oh, by the way, I'm on stream right now. Lol. Just wanted to let you know.
That
For
publishing house has
consent
released numerous works that
purposes.
lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
For consent purposes. Hello, Nate.
Hanggang Nagayon Lumalandi ka pa rin.
Oh, it has text to speech. Hindi ako lumalandi, wala kasing may box. But thank you. I will not bother you anymore.
To survive hardship,
Okay.
you must prepare for hardship.
OMG. Are you alive,
A
Nate?
brilliant
Tuloy ba
embraces
tayo
its
bukas?
As a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Wow. Am I supposed to expect that we're tuloy tomorrow? I'm good for now, actually. Nice to meet you. Sis, just to let you know,
Respect
there's
must
gonna be a
given
rally
to the
tomorrow
will
if you're
of
not
every
aware.
creature. Only
Each
those who
fish
sample
in the
it
ocean
many
swims in
times
its
can
own
appreciate its
direction.
true qualities.
In Makati. There's a Lenny rally tomorrow in Makati. Yeah, won't it be like difficult for you to move around? Or to like get out? Right? But how are you? Ang tagal mo nawala, sis. Buti may time ka now. Hello. Wait, excuse me, burp. Most likely hindi. Because I don't know how to get home. You know me, I'm privileged and I'm using Grab. But also, Nate, I just finished farming Ocean Hued. Well, I'm not done, obviously. MDA then POM. I have copium sets, look. Copium, crit damage. You want to see? Oh, copium, crit rate. HP. Nate, should I use this or this one? Wait, this is supposed to be HP also, right? HP. HP. HP percent. Am I using an HP percent on Kokomi? Ah, I'm using hydro damage pala. Right. I'm using hydro damage. Oh, I should use this. Oh, but this is HP. Anong ulit? What do you mean ulit? Ah, my question was, do you use HP circlet or healing bonus? Ocean Hued. Yun nga eh, wala pa eh. So ito muna. Wala pa eh. Copium pieces. At least it's 4-piece Ocean Hued now. Ang habang description, te. What is this? But how are you, Nate? Do you still play Genshin? What is going on with you? Crit damage galore. Sorry. Crit damage. 55 crit damage. At least, diba, I have Ocean Hued now. I will not be punished for it anymore. I should be happy about that. Okay. Only log in for the Welkins? Really? Wait, I'm gonna thank the person again. UISM again, by the way. I really appreciate heart. Wait, what's your ganap lately? I thought you are leaving. Ay, leaving? Are you leaving? Wait lang ha. Every time I get home, log in Genshin, log out, log in RO, do AFK leveling somewhere using my... What's a genetic 3? What is a genetic 3? But thank you for the resub, by the way. Na-shock lang talaga ako na may text-to-speech pala siya. Like, whoa. What's that? Am I supposed to know that? Zephyr of the Violet Garden. Oh, they already updated the phase 3. I didn't even realize. I see. Then 3 AFK sa RO and work. This is your part-time work. Wait, I don't know what to do anymore in Genshin. I think I'm done with Genshin today. Next week ulit. Next week ulit. Wait, so what's the ganap pala in your work situation? Because you said you were not gonna stay anymore, right?
Emerge right here, right now. Rest and rebuild. Flash. I'm always watching. Right here, right now. Torrent, bring refuge.
Aray! So kung kinakareer ko talagang kalabanin tong mga to.
Illusion shattered.
Kinakareer ko talaga siya. Oh my god, Ortigas na? Sis, that's closer to me. Wait, anyway, I should swap Kokomi out. Thank you, Kokomi, for your service in the domain. Highly appreciated, my love. Where is Jean?
We may leave at any time.
We may leave at any time. Kasi nag-alaba. To be fair, parang tinaguan naman niya tayong lahat. Eh, ito. Ano na, lahat sila humehelo. But anyway, actually, Nate, chika ko lang. Of course, if you're willing to do it. Brian and I were chatting the other day. Parang he said he wants to come back to FF daw. Chika lang. Chika lang naman. Parang he wants to come back daw.
This realm is...
What are your thoughts on the matter? Thoughts on the matter? Eh, ito sis talaga. Tatlo na siyang humehelo. Anong plano? Wait lang, baka naman pwede na siyang mapalitan. Can we actually move stuff again? We still cannot, Mama! We still
This
cannot!
realm is truly beginning...
Girl, let's see if anyone is gonna be max already. Oh, 9 na si Toma! Nor.
If you ever have...
Okay. I'm gonna get my plants. And then let's see if I have to buy seeds. Because I'm cheap. Balik muna kayo tapos after 1 week ako mag-resub. Baka budo. Although, honest question, Nate. With your future work situation, is it going to be better? Like schedule-wise, is it going to be better? I need to buy 1 Ganoderma. Like, ano na? So, paano ka mag-FFT? Paano ka mag-FF if it's not going to be better? Pota ka. Buti ngayon, you're free to watch me. Ay. Or is it like... Ano? May ginagawa ka rin talaga. What's the deal? I might switch to League of Legends in a bit. Did you know that I came back to League of Legends? Malaki naman daw sahod so afford mag-sub kahit di ginagamit. Ganda. Is your house like dead? I think your house is dead. Okay, I need to buy seeds. Girl, I need to buy a lot of seeds. Did you get an email for your house? I'm actually waiting for an email for my house to arrive because my sub actually ended ito lang, just this week. But, di ba I attended Gigi's EB with 5? Because they finally EB'd last week. Tapos when I logged in, my house was still alive. And I logged in and I went to my house. So I guess that reset the timer, right? Parang na-reset yung timer. Okay, let's use that. Diba? Finally, na-EB na rin at long last. Creatures of the realm.
Welcome to my world.
Hi, Phil Killer. Is it? Yeah, Phil Killer. Welcome! How are you today? My name is Miss V. You can call me V. Just don't call me yours because that's not the gig. But how are you today? If you're from the Philippines or anywhere else remotely close to the Philippines around Asia, I hope you're having a very good evening. But if not, I hope you are having a good insert time zone here, wherever you may be from. How are you today? I can buy one. Then for the other one, I know it's lamp grass. I can only purchase one. Bro. R.I.P. I guess I'll buy Valberry. Anyway, I'ma go na pala. Go lang, sis. Thank you for dropping by. And thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Ingat kayo, sis. And have fun. If you are going out. But if you're not going out, enjoy your night in. I'm from the PH. Good evening. Hello! Good evening to you, sir. How did you manage to find me today, if you don't mind me asking? And I'm also assuming that you play Genshin because you found me. I don't know. I just like assuming. So if you don't play Genshin, feel free to correct me. Oh, you play Genshin. Nice, nice. Mind telling me your favorite Genshin character? I don't want to ask for your main. Because sometimes people's mains are not necessarily their favorite characters. Oh, I see. Yeah, I understand. That's also how I find most of the streamers who I also follow. You mean Ayaka? I'm so happy. Did you get Ayaka the first time around? Because as for me, Ayaka is one of my faves and my mains. But I recently just got her in her current rerun because I wasn't playing yet when her first banner rolled around. Please teach me your ways. I would love to learn how to be a better Ayaka. I always like learning from people who have had experience way more than I have. The one before you is known as the Jade Seeker. Okay, I have the discs. I think I'm actually done for today. Let me check. Am I? I only got Ayaka recently, your team, so... Oh! Thank you. This is actually a team that I dreamt of having. Just to tell you the journey of this team. The first one that I got here actually is Shenhe because wait, it's cold. Let me just Oh my god. I recently came back to the game
The assumption
during
that
the most
every person
recent
has
Hu
somewhere
Tao
to call
banner.
home is naive.
I stopped playing.
I got used to living in the mountains alongside
Well, I
the
made this
birds and
account
beasts
and
a
then
long
shortly
time ago.
stopped playing, like, right around the time of Zhongli and Tartaglia's first banners. And then I stopped and then I came back in the most recent Hu Tao banner. So the first one that I actually got here was Shenhe because when I saw her, I felt like I needed to have her just because I love her. Like her design, her lore. And her Archon quest was one of my favorite Archon quests in this game. With the scene, like with her freezing like the wave. Amazing, beautiful. And then like I knew I wanted to get Ayaka because when I was playing Inazuma, the Inazuma part of the story already, she became one of my favorite characters like in the story. And like I really like her aesthetic. I don't know, I find her really pretty. So when I wanted to get Ayaka, when I knew I wanted to get Ayaka, I did a bit of research on like teams and everything. And like people were suggesting that the typical Morgana team would work, but swapping Ganyu out with Ayaka, and then at that time the people who were released was Kokomi. So they said Kokomi would be a nice replacement for both Mona and Diona. And then Shenhe is pretty experimental because they were still testing out her like supporting cryo capabilities. And then Venti is like, you know, part of that gig if you don't have Kazuha or if you don't want Kazuha. So this was a dream for me. And then I managed to, you know, just acquire them in their most recent reruns. And I'm so happy that I got them because now I can rest from pulling and just stop. TBH. Like, I can honestly stop pulling now. Wait, let me just transfer back into the real world before I end very soon. I play Genshin Huta Rerun Banner. Oh, so we started around the same time. I play Genshin since release, but I sold my account. Oh, okay. I understand. Did you regret doing it? I just want to know. I mean, I haven't actually met anyone who has done that. So I'm pretty curious to know if you do. Oh wait, I logged out in Liyue. So I have to log out in Inazuma this time. By choice. Really? Who were your characters before? I mean, yeah, before you sold it. Or like who were the teams that you used before? Oh wait, I still have a quest. I remember I had a world quest. There, I'm gonna do this. I haven't done this quest yet. Liyue. Alright. So I remember this is like the world quest wherein you find out that Zhurchong is missing. Zhurchong's not with you. Words come down from the ministry. On account of the invaluable help that her maps have brought to the Huishan Hall, the Ministry of Civil Affairs has decided to make an exception for her and let me see, invite her to be formally accepted as a consultant and guide. Congratulations to her are in order. It seems that all that running around wasn't for naught. Left? What do you mean? Do you mean she left first? But the Millilith didn't tell me of anyone leaving the chasm. Zhurchong left the team. She's missing. Yes. She's missing. I will put a search and rescue party together immediately if she is still in the chasm. She might just be doing something harebrained again, or perhaps she left for another reason, but regardless, you must find her. In her current condition, working away from the team is simply far too reckless. Is it done? Oh, it's done. Is there no more world quest here? Let me check in the bottom of the world. I have Cleve, Venti, Zhongli, Kazuha. You had Kazuha! Yoimiya, Raiden, Child. Xiao, Yoimiya, Ganyu. Oh my god, you actually had pretty great characters, to put it lightly. Yeah, but it's understandable. I mean, you know, especially I think around the time of when you sold it was still like in the height of the pandemic. So I completely understand your choice on the matter, especially if like you like you said you really needed the funds at the time. So I respect your decision completely. And I hope that you were able to use the funds in a very you know, helpful way to you, by the way. Okay. I think I'm done with Genshin for today, actually. Do I have anything else to do? Nothing at this point, I think. I think I'm done. Yeah. I'll do 2 Floors of Abyss next week, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I need the funds for... Oh my gosh. Did you or anyone in your family get the virus? Is that why you needed it? I mean, of course, you don't have to answer because it might be a very intrusive question. But I'm glad that it was able to help you guys. Like, wherever you used it. Am I done? No more quests? My resin is gone. Oh, speaking of resin, when does it cap? 19 hours and 42 minutes. 12 hours. 7. So 2 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna condense it.
Home is naive. I got used to
I
living in the
see.
mountains alongside the birds and beasts so long.
Well, I hope all is well with you now. Okay. I'm glad to know that you survived it, by the way. And I hope you know that, like, it's still pretty much... I mean, the virus is still pretty much alive right now, sadly. I hope that, like, you won't get... or anyone in your family will not get affected by it anymore. Yeah, I have G. I can actually show you. These are the 4 teams that I'm both using and currently working on. So I have this team. I call it Queen Things Only because they're like beautiful, tall women. So yeah, it's technically a mono electro team with Jean as my healer and swirler. I'm still working on them. Both min-maxing Raiden's artifacts still and working on leveling and the artifacts of my supports. And then I have this. This is my Eula team. So same situation, still working on them actually, as you can see. I'm still gonna level Rosaria and Fischl. And then still gonna work on their artifacts. And then for this one, as you saw earlier, it's my Ayaka team. Then this is my DPS Barber team. This is the team that actually helped me a lot in majority of the game. Because ever since I came back, which was in the Hutao rerun, wherein I started at the start of the Liyue story arc, this was the team that I was working with. Well, not with Sucrose yet. But I had Benny and Shangling with Barbara already at the time. So yeah, these are my 4 teams. All of them are not yet done. Still working on them and leveling their artifacts, their talents, their characters, and even their weapons. I'm still gonna level their weapons also. So still a work in progress. I still have a long way to go. And honestly, you know, I still have a lot of time, especially with Genshin right now. Having their entire situation. But I do hope that like people in Hoyoverse are doing well and will get better, of course, if they are afflicted by the sickness. You have Jean. I hope you lose 50. Oh, you want to lose 50-50 to Jean. Beautiful Jean. I've never lost 50-50 though, and I'm pure F2P. Are you a whale? I would like to say, well, honestly, I can't deny that I'm a whale, but I'm not as much of a whale as the other people that you think of. Because when people say whale, people automatically think C6 are 5 stars, right? For me, my definition of myself being a whale is like, I will spend until I get the units that I want, and I will stop there. Like, I don't plan on getting their constellations like all in one go, and I don't plan on getting refinements of their weapons. Like, I will spend until I get the unit, and then that's it. So I'm a whale in a sense that I spend, but I'm not a whale in terms of like getting C6 R5. I can show you my Ayaka, But my Ayaka is not the best because my artifacts are honestly copium artifacts. And I can show you my best artifact in the entire game. It's amazing. These are my stats. They're so ugly. Look, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. Like, I still have to work on them. I have to improve them. Because the best artifact in Genshin history. Look at my substats. My substats are absolutely beautiful. The circlet, I swear. My god. But yeah. Yes, a spender but not a whaler. But I mean, technically speaking, you would say that I'm a whale. Because, I have some 5 stars with, their signature weapons. I know, right? It's def 16%. And like, I'll show you why I'm using this set. I'm just lucky enough that I got them because when I was farming for Heart of Depth, because when I was farming the domain for Heart of Depth, I was doing it because I just acquired my C2 Mona around the time. And I wanted to build Mona as a DPS as well, just because I'm sure you know by now, based on my DPS Barbara team, that I'm not exactly your typical meta gamer in Genshin. So I wanted to build my Mona DPS as well. And in order to build your Mona DPS, it's highly recommended that your artifact set for her is actually a 4-piece Heart of Depth. So when I was farming for Heart of Depth, I somehow managed to scrounge together a working set for Ayaka. So I got a handful of flowers. You know, a handful of flowers. I think this was actually my best flower already. Unless I try all of these other ones out. Then I only have 1 feather. With that, then only 1 attack sans. This one is ER. So for a while I used it on Rosaria before I managed to get her full set of noblesse. Then yeah, only 1 attack. I don't have any cryo damage goblet, and I only have 1 crit damage circlet because the other one is crit rate, and when you have mist splitter, you don't use crit rate circlet. So I still have to farm. Oh sure, I will add you. Actually, you can add me instead if you're online. Yeah. My UID is seen on screen, but if you can't really see it, just put exclamation point UID. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's my UID, so feel free to just add me. Hold on. Let me just check something. Can you see my best artifacts? I don't even know what I consider my best artifacts. Because I honestly have the worst luck in the game. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But maybe, I don't know, maybe Eula's? I guess. I guess. I don't know. I don't really have the best artifact luck. TBH. Like, not at all. My DPS Barbara's artifacts aren't that amazing as well. I mean, they're just working pieces. That's why I stayed with them. Workable pieces. That's why I stuck with them. Yeah. Still can be improved. Best build? Maybe Eula, I guess. Maybe Barbara also. But like, I'm still working on their talents. Because for her talents, I do want to crown her normal. Then for Eula, I want to triple crown her. Maybe in the future. Because I really like spreading myself around. I really like spreading myself around. But yeah, the next on the line for me to level up actually are my buffers. My buffers being Shenhe, Rosaria, and Kujo Sara. They're the next on the line for me to level 79 and get the relevant talents and skills to level 8. Because currently, right now, I'm working on my supports. Because, if you can see, my DPS, my main DPS units are just like around, like the state for me to min-max them. So like it's just the extra stuff, but they're already like workable. But like for my supports, I still want to like increase them a bit. So like the level 71s, as you can see, I still want to get them to 79. And then level their artifacts. Because like not all of them have like level 20 artifacts yet actually. So I'm still working on that. But yeah, talents are really hard to farm, I have to admit. Like, it's not easy at all. Not at all. But yeah. Actually though, I'm pretty much done with Genshin. Actually Phil, I have it on my channel redeem points. So if you want me to do that, then I hope you stick around. And watch my streams. But yeah, it's one of my redeem points. But anyway, actually I'm gonna end already because 1, I'm done with Genshin for today, and 2, I'm actually pretty hungry. It's dinner time already if you're also from the Philippines. Because you said you're also from the Philippines. So, I'm gonna end here. But yeah. So feel free to like watch. And I'm actually stream most nights anyway. The only nights that I don't stream, well, normally I don't stream on Fridays and Saturdays. But I wasn't really feeling that well last Wednesday and Thursday, so I decided to stream today. But yeah, normally I stream Sunday to Thursday. And then I don't stream Fridays and Saturdays. But yeah. Wait, let me just switch on over here. Bleep. Okay, there you go. Don't mind staying here. Oh, thank you so much. Actually, Phil, I might stream again later tonight, but it won't be Genshin. I might stream a different game. But let's see. It still depends on how I'm feeling after dinner and after I take a shower. But yeah, feel free to drop by whenever I'm live. If you want like an idea of how my schedule for the week normally goes, you can find it down below in my about section. Also, if you want to see me streaming specific games, because even though I stream Genshin, I also stream other games, because, you know, capitalizing on the whole variety streamer sort of gig. But yeah, so if you want to see me stream specific games, including Genshin, you can check out my schedule down below. But yeah, I'm gonna have dinner for a bit and maybe rest for a little while also. But yeah, might stream later, might not, we will find out. But anyway, thank you so much everyone. I appreciate everyone, especially to those who have been here from the start. I know earlier we spent literally an hour and a half talking about Marvel comics, the MCU and everything, because as you know, I am a gigantic comic book geek, and I'm so glad that a lot of you want to hear me geek out about comics and Marvel movies and DC movies and DC comics and everything related to that. So thank you so much to everyone who has been here from the start, everyone who is still here now, everyone who is lurking. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much to all of our new followers, by the way. Thank you so much to Indignation, to Sir Nanaki, and of course to Phil for following today. And thank you to Nate for resubbing. I appreciate you guys all so much. So once again, it has been me, your one true Khaleesi, Miss V, wishing you all a happy V-Day, because it's always V-Day with me. Stay safe, everyone, both from the sad state of the world right now, which is sadly still amidst the pandemic, and of course from the crazy AF weather, whether you are from the Philippines or anywhere else around the world. Sending you all my love, and know that I am always, always, always rooting for you. Yeah, I won't raid anyone anymore because I think it's dinner time for a lot of us anyway. So yeah, thank you. Make sure you don't forget me. I'm always watching. No problem, Phil. I hope you managed to catch me though, because I don't always stream in the afternoon. Or the early evenings. But yeah, I hope to see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.